And we are on red. That is not a good start.
And we're off to a flyer.
That is not a great start at all, and it's not moving.
Oh no.
Okay, Ron Yellow. Alright, hello everybody, welcome along. I think we're live. Let's just we'll have a look. It looks like we are.
We are. It's just taking a minute.
There we are. Yeah, okay, we hear you, Aaron. Welcome along to our FA Cup final live reaction here from the studio, from the shed. We're joined here by Mr. Jack Rivach. The internet is fucking us over right now a little bit, but as long as it's good come kick-off, that's all that matters. So, we're here, we're live, and we're ready to go. How are you feeling, mate?
I'm feeling nervous. I can't lie. It is squeaky bum time, half an hour before this game. We're only just talking about it, that everything that City do and how good they are, and obviously the fact that they fisted us not too long ago at the Etihad. So I'm just going to quietly enjoy the crisps and try not to think about it too much at the minute.
Yeah. So what we'll do, we're about half an hour until kick-off. So we'll get the lineups up, shall we, for the FA Cup final. Aaron, turn on your internet or else you won't be able to look at that. Do we have anybody in the chat?
We got 3.
3?
Nice.
That's a start.
We'll take it.
Well,
considering the game hasn't started, we'll take it.
I don't like how inconsistent the internet is at the minute. Stay green, please. That would be fucking fantastic of you if you could do that for us. Man United and Man City. I believe this is the first time. Now I read something there. It's the first time it's been a derby match or a local derby match in an FA Cup final.
Oh really?
Apparently so.
That's crazy. I feel like Jesus.
I would have thought surely
there's been something along the way.
Yeah.
Jeez, also look like they were on a shift there for a minute.
What, 2 boys on the screen?
Yeah. They're so close to each other. It's crazy.
They're probably just like, yeah, you can't fucking hear shit because you're.
Yeah, we're mic sharing. Probably share Mickey. What?
Perhaps. So City is this. Ortega is in goal for them. Walker, Diaz, and Akanji. Stones and Rodri. Stones kind of playing in that 6 role that he's kind of become accustomed to playing, certainly in the second half of the season. Bernardo Silva, Kevin De Bruyne, Ilkay Gundogan, Jack Grealish, Erling Haaland. So pretty much full strength. Ortega aside, I think it's fair to say.
Wankers.
Man United, David De Gea, Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Varane, Shaw, Casemiro, Fred, Bruno, Eriksen, Sancho, Rashford. Happy with that starting 11, mate?
Yeah, I think that's probably the strongest starting lineup we could put out. The players that are available. Jadon Sancho obviously has had a bit of a tough time as of recently.
Yeah. It's fair to say it hasn't really. I don't think he's really kicked on since he started.
No, he gets a couple of goals here and there, and fair enough. He scored most recently, I think, in the final day, or assisted on the final day.
Yeah,
could be wrong, but in terms of full strength, I think that's probably, obviously Martin has not been there as a game for Lindelof. It's a huge game really for all the back four for Manchester United. They really need to be on it, and then midfield is probably. Fred is a bit of a question mark, I would say. He'll either play, but Fred is one of two things. He's either really consistent or he's really bad.
Bit like our internet at the minute.
Bit like the internet at the minute, yeah. But I'll remain optimistic. I trust Ten Hag and I trust what he's trying to do. I know Fred works hard. If he can just maybe not give the ball away as much as he likes to do, that would be fantastic. And then of course the front three of Rashford, Bruno and Sancho. Already said about Sancho. Rashford up front is probably our best option, undoubtedly, with Martial out injured with a hamstring, I believe.
Yeah.
And Bruno Fernandes on the right. He can play that position, not his most favoured position, but he knows he's got to do a job today, and he will undoubtedly do that job for us. So fairly happy with the squad. It just depends. It just depends how it goes.
Yes, and I think looking at United from like an outsider's perspective, obviously not a United fan, far from it. But I think if you look at Ten Hag's first season, certainly if he goes on to win this today, pretty good first season overall.
Yeah, I was saying this the other day. I don't think United fans could have asked for much more in the first season, regardless of this results. I think Champions League football and the Carabao Cup definitely happy with that from my perspective as a Manchester United fan. Now, I do think there needs to be a lot done in the summer. There does need to be a potential clear out of some players. We're already seeing it starting to come in. Phil Jones obviously has left the club. They're not getting a contract extension for him. There are talks of, I think, Anthony Elanga, and I can't remember who the other one is, but I think it's a young defender who's going to be leaving the club.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll clear out a few players and maybe bring a few players in, and try and consistently get in the Champions League, and maybe in a couple of years' time we talk about a title. Yeah. A discussion, not a race, a discussion.
Yeah, to be fair, again, from an outsider's perspective, I like what you seem to be building there. It certainly looks promising. Like, I do think Ten Hag's a very good manager as well. I think if you stick with him and you back him, which I think is probably the issue,
only option. Yeah,
the issue some United fans maybe have with the way the club's being run at the minute. He needs to be backed.
Yeah,
and consistently backed. And the recruitment has to be right, and I think he knows best. I genuinely think he is a very, very good gaffer.
Yeah,
and
agree.
He if anyone can get the best out of these players, I think he can. What do I think about them today, though? Coming up against this City team that have looked like pretty formidable for a long time, particularly this second half of the season.
Yeah,
I look at it and I'm like, I don't see anyone beating them. But you can never fully rule out Man United, I feel like. Especially when it's in a cup final. It's a local derby.
Yeah.
You know, you'd imagine everyone is going to be lifted and really up for it. But it's hard to say. I'm going to say, to make my prediction... I think you'll bring them to... I think you'll bring them to extra time.
You honestly think we'll go extra time?
I think so. I kind of hope we do as well. There's a bit of drama, you know. It feels nice being on this side of the fence.
You're a bit more relaxed than you usually have to be.
Like, we've done a couple of match reactions. Now, the first one we did was obviously Champions League final between Chelsea and City, and I was obviously stressed throughout that whole thing. And then we did the Champions League final the following year, which Danny was kind of the one that was stressed because it was Liverpool, Real Madrid. And then we did the World Cup final back in December. I was very stressed because I wanted Messi to win it, and thankfully he did. And now I'm kind of like, I want United to win for your sake.
Yeah.
And I think if City win the treble, it makes everyone look like a bit, you know.
Yeah. I think we should put that out as a disclaimer, shouldn't we? That because I think some people got confused when we did a particular reaction to Danny's one.
Oh, yeah.
Lads, as Aaron has just said, he is a Chelsea fan, but he would want United to win for my sake. The same way, when we were watching the Liverpool game, everyone in that room was a Liverpool supporter for that game because we wanted Liverpool to win for Danny. The same way that I was supporting Chelsea the time Chelsea are in it. So just so you are aware, we're not being biased.
Yeah.
Well, kind of, yeah.
Yeah, but there's reasoning behind it.
Exactly. We're not just saying, not that we don't want City to win, but we don't want City to win, I don't think.
No. Look, if they win it, they deserve it.
Yeah.
They are a fucking unbelievable team.
Bit sneaky though.
But yeah, that's kind of my 2 cents on it. What have you given us you gave me your prediction earlier on?
Yeah. Whether I'm going to
It was a little bit extreme.
Yeah, so inside I said it's going to be 3-1 City. Well, I actually said 3-0 at first, and I was like, no, I'll give United credit, 3-1. I'm going to dial it back. I do hope... I said it to you, I think the first goal in this game is massive.
Yeah.
If City score early, it's going to be a very long day. I think it's going to be very, very hard for Ten Hag to play the football he wants. And I do think a lot of these United players are going to panic and think, shit, now we've got to go and get a goal and 2 if we want to win the game. So I'm going to say, on the back of that, I might lower it and say 2-1 to City. But I could see it being like a 3-1, realistically. I think the City side is too good. I don't see how we stop City at the minute. They're on a war path. They're on a mission. They dismantled Real Madrid, one of the best teams in Europe. They dismantled PSG, not one of the best teams in Europe, but still quite strong. They dismantled Arsenal's title race, who have been consistently strong throughout the Premier League. It's such a tall ask today. And I've seen some people saying, I think I said it to you inside as well, that Pep wants the Champions League more. As much as I'd say, yeah, he wants the Champions League more, he would love,
he wants that treble, doesn't he?
He would love, and to beat United in the cup final, as much as it's not about that, it would just be that little bit sweeter for City, and I think they know that, and United hopefully know that as well. So hopefully we see a bit of fire from United as well to match this City, because obviously they won't want City to win the treble, but need to see a good performance today. But I am going to say that it's a 2-1 prediction, but more likely I would say 3-1 to Manchester City, as much as it pains me to say that.
Yeah, because although United have had bad moments this season, like I think definitely for me getting knocked out of the Europa League was definitely probably the worst.
Yeah, that was not good. We didn't. We should have been way better in the Europa League, man.
Yeah, like realistically, you look at that. You look at the final from the other day, Roma and Sevilla. Like United are easily a better team than both of them. To be fair,
with no disrespect to Roma.
No disrespect, but like it's facts really. At the end of the day, the internet is it's not great at the minute. It's kind of wavering, so it looks all right on the stream here. It's a little bit jumpy at times, but that's okay. We don't mind that too much.
We expect it sometimes.
As long as it stays consistently greenish, that's not too bad.
Take it.
We have got just under 20 minutes until kickoff. One thing I do want to ask your opinion on, you kind of gave it to me briefly. We were recording a football video this morning, and I asked you about this. Mason Mount.
Oh, yeah.
Seemingly on his way to Manchester United, and the deal, certainly from a personal terms standpoint, seems to be agreed. Obviously, I think the big issue for you is the money, isn't it?
The price tag we've heard is 80 million. I cannot see where 80 million has come from. Now, granted, Champions League winner. Is he a Premier League winner?
No.
Yeah. I cannot see how it costs that much money. I mean, you were saying as well, Kai Havertz to Madrid, they're valuing at 80 million. It seems to me that Chelsea Football Club and Tom Bowley are trying to rake back some of that money that they threw away.
Some of the money we threw away in the season, yeah.
I'm telling you now, man, I don't pay 80 million for Mason Mount. I think I heard someone saying Ten Hag wanted him when he was at Ajax as well.
Yeah.
He's had an eyes on him for a while. He has his philosophy where he wants to play a more pacey midfield, a more pacey and a more higher work rate.
Yeah.
But is an £80 million Chelsea player going to be doing that for us? I don't see it happening. But look, I could be wrong.
I think Mason's a good player, and I think he would thrive in that Ten Hag system.
So you think he would be a not a bad sign?
I think he'd be a good signing. I said the same when he was being heavily linked with Liverpool as well. I was like, he works very hard. There's a reason why all the managers that he plays under love him, because like he has that fucking work rate, and he does have quality as well. He's had a poor season with Chelsea. Who hasn't had a poor season with Chelsea?
Throw it up as well. I mean? Yeah.
So I'm looking at, and I'm like, I think anyone that picks up Mason Mount is getting a very good player.
Okay.
Do I warrant spending 80 million on him? Though? Probably not. That's a lot. And we said it. If you have the English kind of, if you are English, helps you out massively when it comes to
money. I'm never
leaving for that.
Crazy.
So that is the only thing. I can't really warrant the price, the price tag.
No,
but I can warrant looking for the player.
Yeah. Okay. I agree with you. Look, I think if we're being honest, you put Mason Mount against some of the likes of Fred McTominay in that midfield, who have started in that midfield, he is better than at the job that Ten Hag wants to do.
Yeah.
So I can see where he's going. Look, I trust my manager. I'm gonna say that, but £80 million, I don't want it. If I see 80 million spent, I'm not happy.
Yeah.
That's an 80 million gone. Of a leaked apparently 200 million we're getting in the summer to spend.
Fuck, it's a lot.
That's a lot of money we've lost when we've been linked to likes of Harry Kane and all these other strikers, which we desperately need. We desperately need a striker.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't want to see a whole lot spent on young money Mason Mount.
Money is definitely the key phrase there. To be fair, internet, let's just fucking chill out, can we please? That would be fucking fantastic. It's going brilliant and shit, brilliant and shit, brilliant and shit. Look at that, back up to 1.5, and then it goes back down again. Hopefully it fucking just relaxes and just stays at a half decent.
Oh yeah, I can see it. Yeah, it's constantly. It's like a warning, like almost the way it's flashing yellow.
It's
to
going
red.
yellow, red, green, yellow, red, green. Look at that, back up to green. Like, just please, man. Like, just relax. Like, I'm trying to look at us on the thing. Okay, now we're actually buffering.
But that might be down to.
It's probably your internet.
Yeah, like I'm on no bars of 4G at the minute.
Yeah. Let me see. I'll try and put up the stream on me on the Shy Talk account again. Let's see how it looks on there. Yeah, there seems to be a bit of a mass exodus at Chelsea now, doesn't it? Kovacic is another one that looks like he could be leaving, which I'm not overly fond of either, if I'm being perfectly honest.
You don't want Kovacic to go?
No.
Okay.
He's one of those. I think he's a very good player, and I think it's just sad, man. It's just sad, and I think chances are you're probably going to look at keeping Kante.
Oh yeah, if you can keep Kante, then that's.
But if Kante can stay fit.
Yeah, he gets a lot of injuries, I feel, now at the minute, doesn't he?
Man, he's never not injured at the minute.
Yeah, he works hard, but he does not stay fit. So, issues.
Yeah, it's such a fucking pain.
Where are we at now, time-wise? We are... Oh my god, it's 10 to now. Well, just gone quarter, So we're 10 minutes away from kickoff. From... Well, either make my night... Well, actually, no, it won't ruin my night because of the plans, but
oh yes, we are going to see Across the Spider-Verse after this.
Very good, so can't wait for that, that'll be good. Oh, here we go.
What a W.
We are singing the national anthem of England, and one can say it's something.
One could say
it's British. It is very British. The general there, the conductor.
Just putting the stream up on me various stories for a second.
That's right. I'm going to keep munching away on this. I'll keep it going for a minute. Don't worry. I'm fucking loving these. But yeah, FA Cup. In case you need to remind them what's going on.
in case anyone's lost.
I don't know what this guy is doing. We have two conductors apparently now.
He is loving him. He is loving life.
He is going for it, man. He is, and there he is distributing what he's doing. Jeez, he's very, very close to those poor ladies. That is intimidating. I don't think they're able to fit everyone around that circle. It's a bit of a conjointed circle now, or disjointed, should I say? As we see all of the 6 City fans. Oh, there's 7 now.
Oh no, you're going to get the angry City fans in the comments now.
Ooh.
Oh,
my club, my club's an actual club. Fuck off.
Whoa.
To be fair, if City fans came in the chat, at least to be entertaining. There's Alex Ferguson.
Fergie.
He's in the building. He's in the tunnel as well, so you imagine he might have had a wee chat with...
Oh man, he definitely did.
He had a wee chat with Ten Hag and the boys.
He definitely did.
Hopefully with a few words of inspiration before we inevitably go to war. So we're back now in the studio, so you can divert your attention away, lads, for another 20 minutes as they talk shite.
Just trying to stop this internet from jumping around the place because it's fucking it's so annoying at the minute, man. It's so annoying.
The audio is coming through, just so you know. It's just like you say,
it's just choppy, isn't it?
A bit choppy,
which is just mildly frustrating.
Me tonight. The music. Is that Casper?
No, Peter Schmeichel.
I was thinking, I was like, he looked familiar, but I can't decide which one you are.
It's Peter Schmeichel.
Oh, there you go. Dead ball knowledge from Jack. Micah Richards, obviously, at the end, as we said, has his toe in everything. There are the City fans.
Lots of blue and white flags.
Yeah. not a decent banner between them.
Wembley is looking fresh.
That looks sick now. Actually, the split in the split between red and blue in Wembley. That is very interesting as we see young David Von Beckham.
Did you hear, actually, speaking of David Beckham and Inter Miami?
I heard this, I know this.
Regarding Lionel Messi.
Yeah.
So Messi is leaving PSG. His last game for PSG is today. And allegedly, he's going to sign for Inter Miami. And
he's going to be loaned.
He's going to be loaned back to Barcelona for 2 years. So by the time he gets to Inter Miami, he'll be about 39, 40.
Which is kind of the age they want him at anyway, to be there.
And he will play for Barcelona for 2 years, and they won't have to pay his wages, and La Liga can go stuff it.
Yeah. So I don't really know what to make of that. I think it's within the law, but I think Barcelona are a bit snaky.
They are. There's no doubt about that. I mean, it's kind of like Chelsea playing the system, isn't it?
Is that bloody?
Is that
Liam or no?
Liam. That's Liam.
Oh, there's the Prince.
Prince Willie.
He's having a chat with the kids. Yeah.
Watch out for Andrew.
Oh, I was tiptoeing around it. I alley-ooped it, and Kelly slammed it down. That's what you need.
Oh, has to be said.
It has to be said. Look, sure, there you go.
Here's fucking Schofield's getting nicked now as well.
Yeah, bit of a crier as well. Did you see the meme where he's like in his apology video, he has a disposable vape in his hand as he's apologising?
Yeah,
it's the most terrible apology I've ever seen. Oh, Alex Ferguson's bringing the trophy out.
That must be a City legend beside him, is it?
Yeah.
Minus ball knowledge from us again.
Yeah, minus ball. Well, actually, I'd say plus ball knowledge because City don't have any legends. So this is just some random guy they're pulling off the street, I'd say.
There they are, City players in the tunnel, ready to go. Calvin Phillips, will he make an appearance today? I'm going to say probably not.
Probably not. Cole Palmer as well, young lad with a bright future ahead of him if you believe all the hype. There is currently only 2 City players here, and that is Stefan Ortega, who is a surprise.
Yeah, I'm shocked. Now, chances are he probably played a lot of the preliminary rounds and stuff like that.
So he's getting his moments.
I was going
to say that lad. Yeah, nodding away as if he's about to fucking do anything.
He's ready for war, that fella.
He's ready to scrap those City fans. Here's another lad. He's had someone roar in his ear. Lovely. I will say United have their crest on it, but for some reason City don't have their crest on their flags and have given up waving while United are continuing waving, which goes to show the levels of club support. Really, your fans can't even wave a flag for more than 5 minutes before getting bored.
Yeah.
The trophy.
The level of shade is just incredible.
Trophy being brought out now. Obviously, the bottom of the trophy is not there because it's detachable. Bit of history for you there, in case you didn't know, lads.
Ball knowledge.
Yeah. Fun fact: I believe it was Pierre Aubameyang. Didn't he knock the trophy off, or was it one Arsenal player that knocked the top of it off? And
it was Aubameyang, I think. Yeah.
Great lad. Alex Ferguson there ordering the City player to fuck off, as you rightly do. Oh, I love it. Fergie, come back, Fergie. You know you want to come back. You're dying to come back.
He's too old, man.
As we see the United players in the dressing room, City look quite relaxed. Bruno Fernandes a little bit teary-eyed, emotional day for him.
Could be lifting that trophy come the end.
Could be lifting that trophy. He's getting a bit of a chat with his international teammate Ruben Diaz. Kanji there, Grealish.
You were saying before you don't like Jack Grealish.
Fucking hate Jack Grealish, man. He's such a cock. The reason I don't hate, the reason I hate him so much, he's all right now. He actually can play. But in his first season at City, he claimed he was fucking amazing. He did everything. He just was awful in his first season at City, and rightfully got to say it. But he has turned it around. Fair play to him. But he just comes across a bit of a tit. And there's Erling Haaland, probably the most relaxed man in that tunnel right now. Marcus Rashford fixes the eyebrows for aerodynamic purposes, of course.
Of course, has to be done.
As you do. Guardiola. Oh, look at that. Bit of a...
The two baldy boys.
Yeah.
Our two bald men, Ten Hag and Pep.
Pep did not seem 100% happy to see his counterpart there in Ten Hag, but the teams are walking out now. It is official. It is happening. It's the FA Cup final. It is official. Here we go. As they walk out the top, what a stadium that is, lads.
What are you thinking in this moment when you walk out the tunnel in an FA Cup final?
You've got to be thinking just first 5 minutes. No
Don't
mistake.
fuck it up.
Yeah, just keep it simple. First 5 minutes, let the game flow.
Yeah,
and because you've got to. You've got to say there's a lot of inexperience in that United team. Well, actually, no, not so much nowadays.
Yeah, you got the likes of Casemiro in there.
Who I was actually going to bring it up at the time, but I forgot to. Casemiro in that changing room, or in the dressing room, probably looked the most relaxed United player there.
Yeah, man. I mean, he's been here and done it multiple times.
He knows what he's got to do. Marcus Rashford, I'd say, as well, is maybe a little bit nervous, but is comfortable. Erling Haaland, I'd say, is fairly comfortable in this situation as well.
He was playing some Minecraft this morning, I'd say.
He was. Apparently, he was too embarrassed to tell us that. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with playing a bit of Minecraft, sir.
Here's Prince Willie.
Yeah,
on he comes.
Prince Willie, preferably with his Willie not out. Good to see.
Good to see that is right.
Jack Grealish with the most awkward wink we've ever seen from another individual in my life.
He's trying to hit on Prince Willie.
He is trying to hit on Prince Willie.
Ruben Diaz, he's just a man, isn't he?
He's a legend, isn't he? I don't like Ruben Diaz, obviously, because he's a City player, but he's a very good player. And he is, like you say, a man.
He is indeed a man.
The referees all following the same haircut, apart from these lads. That looks like Phil Jones there for a minute.
Phil Jones is fourth official, Bernard.
Apparently, he's given up on it. Ten Hag is very appreciative to meet Prince William. Prince William actually very appreciative to meet him.
Come on, internet, bring it back. Bring it back.
I heard a quote from Aaron Wan-Bissaka there about people saying he doesn't smile enough.
Right.
And apparently he just chooses not to smile because he's so focused. So hopefully maintains that today.
If it works. And to be fair, it has been working for him recently.
It has indeed. Right, here we go, boys. I assume
National Anthem
National Anthem here for the third time probably. Just in case you missed the two renditions at the start. We're going to go for it again. Eerie silence. Obviously, because
the volume is down.
The volume is down, yes. Although it just could be a flat attendance, a flat audience. You never know.
Look, half of them are City fans.
So, there you go. There you go. It's a lot of effort for us to try and make the noise. Here we go. Lovely. What would you call that? Pitch display as a woman. Probably not the greatest of days to wear latex sleeves, I would imagine. Black latex sleeves.
Look at. She's pulling it off,
She is. She is. And amen. Even Prince Willie is a bit. He's getting into it.
Prince Willie is eyes focused.
Lasers ready to go. So apparently the United fans there, every one of them there is probably been there since the start. Probably the days back when we were a factory team, because we've that loyal fans.
Unlike
the City fans who are still in preschool. Be lucky if they manage to get off preschool for today, even though it is technically a Saturday, so preschool isn't open. But we move as the national anthem appears to have ended, and we can have the handshakes between the City and United fans. Probably the most these lads will say to each other over the next 90 minutes, other than profanities.
Yes.
You'd have to imagine.
Erling Braut Haaland.
Erling, yes. Very, very.
Ten Hag just looks scared of him, and rightfully so.
No United players. Interestingly, there, Ten Hag was the only one to pat him on the arm. No United players did that. They're very focused. Didn't even look at him. Actually, I don't think so. Maybe a bit of mind games early on, but sure, look, as the team from Manchester City is called out, there are no changes, it looks like, from the team we called out earlier. So that
definitely looking at the bench, you think of Foden, Mahrez, Alvarez, definitely players that come on and make an impact.
Strong. Even Ake as well for a defender.
Ake has been very underrated this season. I will say that.
He is looking solid. Manchester United then. Come on, the Reds. It is unchanged by the looks of it. You would imagine that Eriksen is probably going to drift a bit further forward, and the likes of Fred and Casemiro are going to play it in a bit of a deeper role.
Bruno on the right. Does Bruno usually operate from the right?
He is kind of in and out on that right hand side. It usually is Anthony, but Anthony, I believe, is injured for this game. He got a bad ankle injury. In the
he
last-
did in the Chelsea
did,
game, wasn't it? Yeah.
So he's unavailable for this one.
No
So
harm in
Bruno, obviously, there it is. City fans, bit of a disgrace, really.
Games like started.
No class, really, at all. I am joking, by the way, about City fans. I have, as I say, I know there's a few City fans. I do know a few City fans, and they are all generally lovely people. I've yet to meet a bad City fan, and hopefully that's the way it'll stay.
Yes.
Anyway, here we go. The coin toss there is now. The pitch looks fucking massive, actually, when you pan over it. Like, obviously, it's that's how it is with the top level. Okay, there we go.
God,
bit of a jump, bit of a jump on.
Just
the
as bad.
old-
Like the internet at the minute for the stream itself is poor. It's not good at the minute, and we do apologise for that. There's not an awful lot I can do.
Yeah, this is unfortunately how we do things.
I am going to go for a piss though. Before we start.
Aaron is going to go for a tactical piss. I will keep you.
Pull my hamstring.
There you go, Aaron. Yeah, so Aaron obviously is an injured man at the minute. He has, in case these lads don't know, we just finished filming a football video, which probably will be released sometime in the near future, hopefully. And yesterday he was playing a match. So Aaron is probably one overstretch away from tearing a muscle or cramping. So
Look, we have a physio on site anyway.
that's true. I've been put to me paces, and I sure look. That's what I do. That's the job I get paid to do. I'll keep feckin' doing it. It appears as if City have won the toss and they're going to kick off the FA Cup final. It is going to be Jack Grealish, I believe.
Does it annoy you that his name is so close to your own name?
Painfully, because it's in the good one. Yes, is the answer to that question. Because when he came out, I was like, "Oh, here's a player that sounds like my name. Hopefully, he's going to be good."
And you were like, at the time, he's Irish.
Yeah,
Oh,
he was
Jesus.
Irish, and then he decided, nah, fuck it. So here we go, guys. FA Cup final kickoff: Manchester City versus Manchester United. Bit of a shaky start.
Oh, what a goal! Oh my God! Gundogan just absolutely roofed it after 15 seconds. Oh my fucking God! Internet, please, we need to see the reaction to this. Can you not?
David De Gea has got a lot of answer for that.
Oh my fucking God, what a goal!
He's got a lot. Oh, Josh, you're just missing.
Gundogan's just roofed it, volley,
We haven't turned it on now.
after about 15 seconds.
There's a lot to be said here.
Oh man, everything's going wrong at the minute. Everything's going wrong. Why is it frozen?
The Wi-Fi is it?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
gonna be,
the stream's not even going too well, to be honest. We're on green at the minute, but I can't see it staying that way. Oh. Lad.
the stream has actually.
Literally, that's first kick of the game, man.
No, my laptop's frozen. That's the problem. Well, 15 seconds gone. You said United need a fast start here.
And you also said if City score.
Yeah, we're
Right
fucked,
away.
and we're with that. Watch now, it's gonna be like 3-0 half time, boys.
Oh, lad. I just hope we got some sort of reaction.
I'd say you did. I heard the scream anyway. I also don't. We obviously don't know what's going on right now. I'll try and get a bit of an alternative going.
Oh my
just while we're
fucking
waiting
God,
for this
man.
one to.
That was outrageous. What a fucking goal that is. Man City leading the FA Cup final after less than a minute, like a couple of seconds. What a fucking strike from Ilkay Gundogan, you have to say. Okay, our stream is back.
Okay, there you go.
Oh.
Yeah, very, very good strike. I'm annoyed that I can't say anything other than it's a good strike. I don't think there's anything we really could have done there. De Gea,
He just looks at it, doesn't he?
looks at it, he's on his knees. Like, what is he doing, man? I really am a fan of David De Gea, and I will back him. But my God, this time some season he has been questionable to say the least, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, Manchester City leading the cup final after just 15 seconds. What a goal, man. What a goal.
Yeah, it's a great goal. Fair play to Gundogan.
Gundogan, take a bow.
Really good player.
He's a player that's really stepped up.
Yeah, when City needed him as well in the title race, he has been phenomenal. There is no other words to describe it. There is a replay of it. Yeah, it's such a good goal. I
Man,
mean,
what a
maybe
goal.
De Gea.
They're
can't
still
do
showing
too
replays
much.
of it, by the way. Like, still showing replays.
Yeah, really bad first start.
Man, that is some strike.
Yeah.
Well, certainly not the start you wanted.
No.
Far from it.
The answer, quite simply, is no.
Oh man, everything's going wrong. See, our stream seems to be all right now. It's on green. It's been on green
That's
consistently for
so
a few
typical
minutes.
as well. I think we're at 3 minutes now because we're a bit behind in the FA Cup. I'm trying to get.
See, this is why I don't stream too often, lads. The internet it can't handle 2 laptops going at once, apparently. But fuck me, what a goal!
Yeah, very, very good start. Probably perfect start for Manchester City. They could have asked for it. Couldn't have really dreamed of a better start. And now Pep can set up his.
Let's see if we can get it up on this.
And City have just missed another chance. Oh my God, Rodri has just literally had a free header, and it's glanced past the post. That was a bullet of a header. David De Gea flat-footed again. So 3 minutes in, Manchester United look to be against the wall and in the shit. This is worst case scenario. That is one thing I will say. This is
Yeah, that's probably a fair assumption.
this could not have gone any worse of a start. It has to be said. But there's nothing we can do. We have to try and bounce back from this. So yeah, I'm very upset, lads.
I can't imagine how you must be feeling right
very
now.
disappointed, man. That is such an awful fucking cunt of a start. Like,
As
we get it up again,
once scored in a Manchester derby by finishing off at
because it was painful enough to watch it on one, so we said fuck it, we'll put it on the second. So there you go, lads. Manchester United a goal down after
15 seconds.
15 seconds. That is quite literally the definition of bad start. And
Walker,
here we
good
go.
ball down the channel. Stones has made a little overlap and run.
Eriksen just cannot track.
De Bruyne, we've seen that cross before, way by Lindelof. I'm just so annoyed that the reaction seems to be a little bit choppy. You heard my reaction anyway.
Yeah, you definitely would have heard the reaction. No doubt. Like it's there. As I managed to get this back up again. So.
Holy fuck, brother!
Okay, so this could be a long watch. Just not pressing the ball. Even
City
there.
are really knocking it around well as well, aren't they?
Yeah, like that. You just try to back pass there.
Good ball.
Bruno
Grealish
Fernandes.
has some space. It's Jack Grealish from outside the box, and he's dragged it off to the left. But City so fucking quick out of the blocks, as you would expect. We're going to see this goal again from Gundogan. De Bruyne with a little hair. Oh mate, that's a classic. That's an automatic classic goal from Ilkay Gundogan.
I think as well, it's the strike he gets on that. Like,
Man,
that's
he
perfect.
connects.
Yeah, that's the kind of player. And Casemiro there trying to tell his players to calm down, which is exactly what we need to be saying.
I kind of thought if United concede early here that the mood could be lowered.
It is. It certainly is. I won't lie. Yeah, look at that. There's not even... Kick out doesn't even fight. Kick out actually goes out across the touchline for a Man City throw-in. David Beckham not
ain't happy
at all.
Ain't happy.
And understandably so, as you would imagine.
It's looking good now.
Lovely.
This is looking good.
Beautiful.
Touch wood. Stays that way.
So, question is now, what do United need to do to... Yeah, Fergie's not happy. Fergie shakes his head. He's actually sitting there...
Well, you've got to just try and kill it for a few minutes.
Yeah.
You know, you can't let City build this momentum now, because, like, we know what this City team can do. They will score 2 and 3. So you got to just do stuff like this, like Lindelof just done, back to De Gea, just try and
slow
calm it down a
for
bit, man.
Yeah. Now, that there...
See, De Gea's just lumped it up and it's gone all the way through to Ortega.
Pointless. So yeah, we will try and go again, but that, like you say, is one thing we don't need to see is David De Gea trying to go long. Although you can imagine with Manchester City press, there is a feeling to go long. But yeah, Manchester City perfect start, as many, like you say, expected them to start quite quickly. I don't think anyone expected a goal in 15 seconds though. So
15 seconds.
Fair play to Manchester United. Casemiro wins it back there. Looks to give it to Eriksen, who tries to catch the bounce of the ball. Rashford manages to get it, but Haaland, being the cinder block he is, throws himself in it. Bit scrappy at the minute. Just trying to get a Paredes. Good ball there. Now we're cooking.
Fernandes out to Sancho.
Come on, Sancho. Do something, you big bastard.
Bruno.
Ericsson.
Man, Ericsson's hairline's gone back, hasn't it?
Yeah, bit crazy. Like Casemiro with a
Distance.
shot, it never really going to work. He does have that in the locker though.
Oh, he certainly does.
Maybe not that far though. Maybe not the right time to be shooting as well, potentially. But we move. Wan-Bissaka inside to Fred. Back to Casemiro. Looks to lift it through to Rashford, who does get a piece of it. I'd say that's a goal kick, surely.
Yeah.
Yeah. He
I think it's a free out for a push by Bruno. And Ten Hag is not happy with that, as you would imagine.
Ten Hag looks very sharp, I will say that.
He's a sexy man,
Yeah,
let's be
like
honest.
that,
He is. I mean, you got two very sexy managers there. You know, I don't know, maybe it's the bald look.
It is a bit of the ball look, and there's
Kind of
the
Johnny,
sharpness.
the Johnny Sins kind
Yeah.
of, you know.
That's the vibe we get from them.
That's the vibe we get.
Not that I know who Johnny Sins is.
Oh no, I'm a good Christian boy. I don't know who Johnny
no,
Sins
no.
is. Don't know why I said that.
I heard he is just a bit of a journeyman when it comes to jobs.
Actually,
And women.
if you don't mind me, I am just going to take a little video and put it
Oh
on
yes,
TikTok, just to say that we are live. Don't know why I didn't do this pre-kickoff, but anyway, I did it on Instagram. Hello TikTok. I meant to do this earlier. Should have done it earlier. We are currently live on YouTube right now. If anyone wants to pop over and say hello, I'm here with the Belgrivach. We are watching the FA Cup final where Man City are 1-0 up after 15 seconds. There's nearly 10 minutes gone. Pop into the chat, come say hello. It would make our day and it would cheer this man up an awful lot. So, yeah, hopefully see somebody else on the stream. See you in a bit. Up on the story.
Good.
Up on the story.
Fuck's sake, lads.
Oh!
That's a long ball. That's a brilliant ball. Kevin De Bruyne,
Bruyne
with
out
a
of all
rare
people.
bad touch, but we take that. We desperately need that. So just under 10 minutes gone. We'll actually get into the 10-minute mark now. Very shaky start from Manchester United. Very, very shaky.
I mean, look, there's not an awful lot you can do about the goal, and that, but ultimately, what that does is it kind of,
ask questions.
yeah, it makes the shit scope them a little bit in the sense that, you know, shakes them up and rattles them a little bit.
Yeah, I think you're right in the sense that what we need to do is to try and get that ball back and just hold it for a minute. Like, I know the idea will try to be get another one get one back as quick as we can. There's a foul on Casemiro. Hopefully he's all right. Leaves a bit actually on Akanji. It's always good to see.
Oh, he does. That's a little naughty one from Casemiro, you know.
That actually is worse than I thought it was.
He's not gone for the ball at all. There he is, gone and
No,
stamped down
no.
Akanji's ankle.
Now I will. Let's have a look again here.
That's
That is nasty.
Casemiro had gone down screaming because I think he knows himself that was a bit naughty.
Yeah, he's lucky to get away with that. Actually, Casemiro. I think has City got a free kick from that? I think they have. Jack Grealish has the ball as of right now. Akanji is holding the ankle. I think he's going to be okay. He's not looking 100% Akanji. He is trying to get back to his feet.
United fan, I was going to say fans, one fan is just trying to cheer on the team there up the very front.
Yeah, he could be on a few bevs. That's probably eased the
He's
pain.
dead right, and you know what, it might help him through.
Yeah,
Whatever works, you know.
yeah. I think it is a Manchester United free kick, despite the naughtiness from Casemiro. Ten Hag.
He looks so grumpy, man.
He's not a happy
The camera's just
boy.
panned to Eric Ten Hag on the sideline, lads, and he's like,
The posture even is crazy.
bro went full fucking angry Smurf.
Yeah, the posture is sat forward, not happy. United just trying to keep the ball here, understandably, but we are playing ourselves into dangerous little pockets. Through ball there, looking for Wan-Bissaka. Was never really on against and Akanji.
Look at that. Can we just talk about like the difference in some teams, you know, transfer policies and head of recruitment at a club? Man, as we get another look at this Gundogan goal from like a GoPro
That's
angle.
a lovely angle
Man,
for it.
what a strike!
That angle though, it does look like De Gea could have done more. That doesn't help De Gea, that angle.
Yeah, I still think it would have had to be some save.
Yeah. You're right. I hate Jack Grealish. You did fucking nothing there. You fucking useless cunt.
Yeah, but you look at the likes like Akanji's been some signing for City this
He
year.
has.
And what he was like 20 million, was he?
He was a bargain. He really was.
Like how like teams just have fellas that know what they're doing. Unlike Chelsea.
Erling Haaland there looked to be manhandling Raphael Varane. Oh God, I thought that was a bit. My God, De Gea.
De Gea's kick. Bruno can't trap that.
Bruno, as much as lads, Bruno. I have mixed feelings about Bruno. I think he tries fancy flicks at wrong times.
Perhaps.
He tries a back heel when we're 1-0 down against Manchester City and he's got 2 City players around him. It's probably not the best thing to be doing, but sure, look, as it breaks down there, Marcus Rashford looks to try and get something. He's done well there, actually, Rashford, even to hold on to the ball. I think it's Jadon Sancho.
Sancho back.
Sancho
right
gives to
side.
Rashford,
Oh.
still wiggling through.
He just tried to bundle his way through there. United still have it.
Casemiro, lovely bit of touch there, a bit awkward. But City turn it over, which is just a bit
Oh.
awkward. Pressure on there from Jadon Sancho and Jack Grealish, but Jadon Sancho decides, fuck it, I'll let him go because he's English.
He's my mate. I'll let him go.
He is my mate.
Bruno just said fuck off.
He did, and he's dead right. I would be screaming the same if I was Bruno Fernandes. Bit of a tough one at the minute. Bit of a tough one.
Yeah, because now you got to take the game to City, don't you? And that's ultimately going to leave gaps, isn't it?
That's the thing. I think Ten Hag probably set up his team, particularly if you look at the likes of Fred and where Fred is playing. Like he's obviously alongside Casemiro. You'd imagine that it was a case of try and keep them out for the first 10-15 minutes and then try and build from there.
Yeah.
But obviously that has gone out the window now, and it puts a lot of pressure on United to try and adapt to the situation very quickly. It looks like someone was holding a body part there. Hopefully that was Jack Grealish that was just feeding his knee.
Yes.
City just slowing it down a little bit here, just trying to keep the ball. Understandably so, they know that they're in control of this game, I think. Don't have to take any City risks. That's a bit of a heavy touch there, but Diaz has it now under control. No one on Haaland there. Fred with a big challenge in.
Nowhere near the ball.
Yeah.
Quick public service announcement, by the way, lads. Shy Talk Podcast is now on Spotify.
Oh, yes.
So that's a big W for us.
Let's talk about that for a bit, actually. Yeah, because just fuck this for a minute.
Yeah, to be fair, I just wanted to kind of branch out and make like if it's a podcast. If it's on YouTube, I guess it's a podcast, but it just feels more like a podcast now because it's on an audio platform.
Exactly, and the thing is, to be fair to Aaron has put in a lot of work behind the scenes trying to get it on Spotify previously, and now obviously the fact it is done is a massive boost for himself. And obviously that's Haaland's.
What was a chance?
He knew that.
He was just stretching a little bit, wasn't he?
I have to say though, that Manchester United backline can't let the ball go across them like that. They have to try and get something on that because Haaland will be in between them throughout the game. Bit of a heavy touch there from David De Gea, but manages to get it away. A City look to really build on this. Heavy touch there from Wan-Bissaka. He's done well, actually stay on his feet. He's done really well there, Wan-Bissaka. Good ball in there.
On stream. Rashford. Walker's just too quick, man.
Yeah, Walker is one of those players, isn't he? That is like
the
pace. Is serving him very well. If I was Manchester United, I would be pressing that Stefan Ortega lad.
Yeah, because like you know Ederson's comfortable with his feet, but is this guy?
Foul.
He probably has to be.
Well, you imagine if City and Pep Guardiola have picked him in the cup game, regardless of if he started. If he has started most games for them in the cup, you'd imagine he still has to be some way good or at least decent.
Well, you think of like when Joe Hart was at City and Pep first came in, like he was like, you can't play with your feet, you're gone. And it was quite literally as ruthless as that.
We were talking about earlier as well, but I think we do need to see something like that at Manchester United. Maybe not as ruthless as selling like of David De Gea. I do think he's definitely worth keeping, but my God, that was awful. David De Gea with the ball in his box, kicks it to no one. Kicks it actually straight back to Stefan Ortega and gives the ball straight back to City. But just like that, we're saying Manchester United do need a keeper who's better with their feet, probably better at distribution as well. And yeah, we will see in the near future.
But just to kind of finish off on that talk of the podcast.
Sorry, anyway, we'll go back to
that. yeah, good news for us that it's finally on there.
Yeah.
The videos are up there as well, but it's more just so like if you want to listen to us in your car, or like if you're at the gym, or you're going for a run, or just
you want to
you can listen to Shite Talk anywhere you want.
You can listen to two young lads chat shite and ask you questions.
Oh, chatting shite is the name of the game, man.
Yeah, we do love our shite and our chatting.
And combining the two on most occasions.
Exactly.
Which, to be fair, is kind of the essence of what this stream has been so far. And I will say, thank God, the stream is stabilised. Touch wood again, just to be sure. But, hopefully you guys are now enjoying the stream. I know I'm a bit more relaxed about it now because it seems to be stabilised, which is nice. And long may it continue. Our own stream actually here watching the game on the BBC iPlayer is a little bit choppy at the minute, and I don't know if that's down to my shit laptop or the Wi-Fi. I don't know. But either way,
I think we got to see the goal. And
we got to see the goal.
As long as we see the goals, because I imagine there'll be more than one.
Haaland.
Fuck off, like.
By Raphael Varane, I think.
I was saying I'd pull his ponytail.
Yeah.
Just watch him get mad.
He'd probably just turn around and fucking bite you. Or something.
What? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I was actually just looking at the thing. Yeah. No, he definitely would elbow you at the very least.
He'd swing back an elbow.
Yeah. So yeah, coming to 20 minutes. Very quick 20 minutes. I feel like.
Yeah. Obviously, not an ideal start for Manchester United at all.
No, not at all. As a long ball there will go out of play. Bit of a lack of quality there from City. Rare to see.
Yeah, I mean, after what was like a rip-roaring start, I feel like they've definitely calmed it down a little bit.
Yeah, I think that's the message that probably Pep has said to them. He said, look, they're going to come at us now. Let's just try and slow it down a bit as well. It's a very hot day here in Ireland. I imagine it's quite similar over in England as well.
Looks like the sun is shining anyway.
Yeah, it looks glorious as well. So,
apologies, lads. I'm about to blow my nose.
There you go. Anyone who wants a bit of Kelly memorabilia.
Oh, God. Haaland turns, shoots. Oh, God.
It's always got.
I just did score, but I was blowing my nose.
I mean, that would have been iconic because you would have had to try and roar because I wouldn't have been celebrating that one. Erling Haaland is going to be such a problem. You can see there.
Man, the way he uses his body and just turns.
Yeah, he just gets half a yard there. I think De Gea would have been okay with that. I think, it was kind of coming back in towards him.
His right foot kind of went from under him there a little bit.
So rare.
Oh, wicked!
That was class. You can see again here example of Manchester United playing out from the back. Apparently, this is something that Ten Hag wants to do. He wants to play Manchester United to play out from the back, but as we've seen multiple times this season, it doesn't always work the best. But we're seeing
nearly Eriksen's pass just slightly off astray.
Yeah, but I'd much rather lose it there than say my two centre backs lose it outside my box.
Yes, that's very true.
I've seen that happen with United, and I don't really fancy it happening again.
It's kind of like we say, play out from the back when it's fucking on, you know.
Exactly.
And when it's not, get it out.
Exactly. And you can see there the City players almost giving De Gea, encouraging De Gea to go long because...
I don't think De Gea is the best with his feet either.
No, I think he's a bit awkward at times. Here's Wan-Bissaka with a not great pass to Jadon Sancho. I'd press that Ortega lad. Definitely.
He's looking a bit shaky every time he gets the ball.
He definitely wants an easy option. He doesn't want
the hard option. He's played a nice ball out there.
That's
De Bruyne. He's got Haaland ahead of him. He might open up for the shot himself, De Bruyne, and he's been overcrowded, to be fair.
Good defending there from Luke Shaw coming back. And off goes Wan-Bissaka. We need a bit of a run. That ball is way too early, I'd say. But Rashford is giving it a good go. And he actually has got a corner of that Marcus Rashford, I'd say.
No,
has he not?
It's been given as a goal kick.
Wow.
Apparently.
I was certain that came off Ruben Diaz's leg. But sure, look. We move.
He kind of cooked him there for a second, Rashford.
He did, yeah. Rashford in a straight line is rapid. But just needs to get that service in behind, obviously, to avail of it a bit more. Coming from a United's perspective, 22 minutes gone in this game. I'd have to admit, I imagine us to be 1-0 down around the 25-minute mark anyway.
I just only expected a goal like that after 15 seconds.
Yeah, like I said, we'll give credit where credit is due. I don't like giving City credit, but I'll give credit where credit is due. Fantastic strike. And Yeah, City, as we imagined, are just trying to take care of business. United are looking good. Wan-Bissaka isn't looking too bad on that side, I have to say. He's got the ball forward a few times.
Yeah, Grealish hasn't got an awful lot of change over him so far.
No. And long may that continue. Manchester United open up a good bit of space here for the likes of Luki Von Shaw, who gives it out to Fred. Sancho looks to try and do something. A bit of a crowd there. Goes back out wisely to Ericsson, who will start it again out wide to Wan-Bissaka. Nice little pick there. Casemiro with time and space. Good flick on. No one there to make of it. Rashford, I think, said he wants that probably. He wants the ball, or maybe wants it.
It was a little bit behind him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the problem is so far for United, haven't really tested Ortega, and that is like, you've got to be getting shots off at this fella, and that's.
I think that's the thing, like exactly that. I think one or two times we've seen Casemiro have a shot, but that shot was from about 35-40 yards. I think if we're outside the box and you have half a chance, if you get on target, give him a good test, see what he's made of. Now, you imagine, obviously, he's a decent enough keeper. As I said, he's starting the FA Cup final.
Yeah.
But we move. We do indeed move. David De Gea has gone down, and it looks like a bit of an injury to his knee. This could be disastrous. This could be about to go from bad to worse. Jack Butland is the reserve.
I was going to ask. It's Jack Butland, is it?
Jack Butland is the reserve goalkeeper for Manchester United. David De Gea. It looks like it could be okay. They're trying to get him back to the feet. A little shake of the head, though.
I think he's trying to convince him that he's okay.
Yeah, we'll have a look. I don't really know what happens. This is the goal anyway. Not surprised actually De Gea's hurt his knee, considering he was planted on it twice.
So Ortega's pinged it up. Haaland's won the header. It's flicked on again. Lindelof, it's come off De Bruyne, and the Gundogan just fucking straw. Oh, man,
there's no
filth.
No one really on Gundogan. Ericsson's realised too late, and it's a free shot. Really.
To be fair, I don't think anyone was expecting him to do that.
Nah, yeah, let's call a spade a spade. Good strike, and it capitalises the end of the season he's having. Yeah. He's been absolutely phenomenal for City.
There's talks as well that he may go to Barcelona, I heard. Again, how are they doing that? Who knows?
Yeah.
But they're doing it, and apparently Mateo Kovacic might be his replacement.
Well, there you go. That could be an interesting one. Mateo Kovacic City probably wouldn't be ideal for yourself, but...
no. It would make me a bit sad, no.
So yeah, De Gea seems to be okay. Vital actually chat, I'd say, for Ten Hag. 25 minutes in.
There's your boy Glazer.
He doesn't really know what's going on, I'd say.
I don't think he knows where he is.
He is a bit of a nonce-looking lad. But we move.
He does give off a bit of Savile vibes.
Yeah, the glasses and everything, just don't really know what he's trying to pull here.
Full disclosure, he probably isn't though.
Yeah, he's probably a lovely lad. Well, I don't know. Sell the club, Glazers, please. Sell it to the Qataris, because we need the money. Akanji here on a marauding run. Little good ball to... I can't remember who that was, but out for a Manchester City throw-in. I will say City definitely have taken the foot off the accelerator a little bit here. A couple of loose passes. Almost straight to Fred there. Rashford against De Bruyne. Or Sancho, should I say, sorry. City just holding the ball now. Just trying to keep it in the loop.
Killing the game a little bit.
Slowing it down. A little bit like that. They know, I think, that they can get half a chance. They're definitely going to get a chance. They've caught up with Manchester United more than enough times throughout the course of the season, not even just in this game. As we see a good threaded pass there. It seems like Wan-Bissaka there is actually man-marking Jack Grealish.
Yeah.
You've seen there Casemiro actually dropped in to cover the full-back position. So, interesting enough. Again, not surprising. Jack Grealish is a tricky customer to deal with.
Next goal, if there is one, I think is so fucking crucial in this game.
Absolutely.
United can't concede. Can't afford to concede it.
United go 2-0 down. The heads are definitely dropping. This United team is not experienced enough to go.
De Bruyne from distance. Oh, fucking left foot as well.
And we've seen that kind of strike along the ground a lot more this season as well. Likes of Odegaard does it.
Yeah.
Casemiro
could easily have crept into the corner there. Definitely. Thing is with De Bruyne, right and left foot, he's got equally as good a strike on both.
Oh yeah, I mean look at the space he's given there.
He's not a million miles away at all.
No, it's just.
I think De Gea probably would have had it covered anyway.
Yeah, look, he probably would have. He took up a good position there. Looks like De Gea, but. with KBD, you never really know. He always can produce those big moments and those strikes. Big header away, and now Bruno looks to feed a ball through to Rashford. That's a really good ball against Diaz, though. Kanji doubling up, still manages to hold on. Wan-Bissaka, there's no one in the box for Manchester United, though. So we have to build out again. I think that has been a bit of a problem for Manchester United at times, is that we don't really have a lot of options in the box for a side that like crossing the ball as much as we do.
Yeah, because Rashford 9 times out of 10 isn't going to beat Diaz or Akanji to a header.
No.
You know?
That's a decent enough ball, but cleaned up well, thankfully, for Rafael Varane. Switched out right to Bruno Fernandes. Here we go. Marcus Rashford or Jadon Sancho. I keep getting those two confused because they keep switching fucking wings.
Yeah.
Bit of a pain. No, he's just looking to build it here. City are dropping a wall back, unsurprisingly. Bruno Fernandes looks to find Wan-Bissaka. I was always hopeful that ball. That was never really on. They're appealing for handball, Manchester United players. Referee's not interested at all.
VAR might have a look at that. Shout out to the peeps in the chat, by the way, or in the stream, watching the stream. Very much appreciated. And leave a like on the video if you're enjoying what you're watching, and subscribe if you haven't.
Thank you very much, boys.
Quick little public service announcement there.
Which we'll probably go every like.
It'll probably be repeated.
So get used to it. So Aaron, just coming up to the 30-minute mark of the FA Cup final. 30 minutes. What's your thoughts on it so far, being the non-biased member of this side today?
Look, it's never ideal conceding a goal after 15 seconds. Not an awful lot you can do about that goal, I think.
Oh, VAR is having a look at this handball.
VAR?
It took a long time. I think
play had already resumed, hadn't it?
Play went on for a solid 2 or 3 minutes.
Hang on, is it for the pen or has Grealish done something?
Well, we're having a look. VAR has been called. Is it Paul Tierney?
Yes.
So it is the handball
against Grealish.
Oh, I would love it.
Stream, can you come back?
This is a huge moment. We have to see this now.
Please.
I've just gotten a bit of a hello there.
Oh, Zach is out the door.
It is indeed.
Oh man.
This is painful. How of all the times for our stream to go down. Oh my god, please give me another one.
Please.
We are desperately trying to find a stream here. I have it here. If it loads. They're looking at it still. It's still behind. We're still loading. Come on! I assume it hasn't been given because I have live score on and I haven't got a notification for a penalty on live score.
Oh man, I'm going to be raging if we miss this.
Here we go. It's a penalty! It's a penalty Manchester United.
Penalty United.
So here we go.
You can keep that playing while
I'm gonna turn it sideways just so we get a better view of it. So handball, Jack Grealish. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see it, but they're saying it's a bit of a disgraceful decision. That's what I've heard.
We'll see it again at half time. Obviously, there was a bit of controversy around the Europa League final and Roma not getting a penalty, which Jose Mourinho was very disappointed
They are
with.
not happy, this Manchester City side, but arguably this will fire up Manchester City to start putting their foot back on that accelerator. But this is a massive moment. We said the next goal is huge.
Oh, it's huge.
It's a huge moment for Stefan Ortega. That's who it's really...
Bruno Fernandes stands over it.
Yeah.
Will he take? Probably.
It probably will be Bruno. He has been... Ruben Diaz has actually just told him something which you imagine which side Bruno prefers to go down. So if you're Bruno Fernandes... It could be Rashford either, but it does appear like it's Bruno Fernandes. Jack Grealish gives away the penalty. That's a bit unfortunate.
Let's just pretend we didn't see that.
Let's just pretend we didn't see that.
Bruno,
We're going to wait for this penalty.
I wonder what's going to happen.
Bruno Fernandes. You know, he has missed a few penalties in his time.
Will he miss this one? Bruno versus Ortega from 12 yards to level up the FA Cup final.
Yes! Thank you, Bruno! Yes!
He's done it! Manchester United level in the final! Oh, and just at a time when you were asking me what did I think of the first half, well, my team talk has definitely changed, and I'm sure Erik ten Hag's will as well.
Hang on, are they saying it needs to be retaken?
Bruno's given out about something.
There could be a retake here. The referee is chatting to...
Oh no.
Surely not. Oh no, they're pulling them, I think, away from the City crowd because I think someone's throwing something.
Right.
There's a player down actually. I think
We're getting another look at it here. Oh no, we're
for
not.
fuck's sake, are you serious? Like,
It's paused right at the wrong
see,
moment.
that there is impossible to set. Right, here's the angle.
What?
Oh my god, that is the worst penalty decision I've ever seen. I think it's gone off his flying. It's like hit his
Off
finger.
his fingers.
Oh my god, lads,
lad.
that's not a penalty. That's actually not a penalty. That's from a United player. That's not a penalty. If that's given against me, I'm tearing the gap up.
Oh, lad, that
That
is poor.
That's the worst penalty I've ever seen. That is horrendous. And do you know what's so funny? Manchester United complain a lot about we don't get penalties this season. We have been gifted a penalty there, lad.
There we go. You got one. And what a time to get it.
That is huge. I think it looked like someone was down there who might have potentially, I don't want to say anything.
Potentially something thrown in from the crowd.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
Now, look, lads, we won't speculate on anything because we didn't see it. But Manchester United won. Manchester City won. Bruno Fernandes, controversial penalty, 35 minutes. And we heard the word disgraceful there as we joined the stream. And unfortunately, it does appear to be a bit disgraceful of a decision as the stream quality goes down a bit for myself. Can't really see who's on the ball. It is Manchester City on the
hang on,
attack.
looks like
Lovely pass in round the back. Cut back there.
it looks like Lindelof had something thrown at him. By the way.
Oh, is it? Okay, right. Well, there we go. Right, call it clarification on the issue. But yes, Manchester United are here. We have touchdown. We have scored. But I think myself and Aaron can both agree we probably.
It didn't look. Now, obviously, we're looking at it on pretty poor stream quality.
Yeah, and I apologise.
We'll have to see it again.
Yeah.
Maybe at half time, hopefully. But my God, that didn't look like a pen to me, you know.
No, I wouldn't have said that was a pen. And I love Manchester United true and true, but I'm all for a case of that we need to have consistency across the refereeing.
BBC iPlayer is having a fucking mare right now, lads.
It just does not want to work for us, lads. I have to apologise to Manchester City fans.
Now our old stream is looking bad.
It's just all gone. It's all going a bit wrong.
There's your man!
No!
It's the guy from the fucking World Cup!
See, he's here! Of course he's here. Are we even surprised? So yeah, obviously it's quite ironic that we're just asking Manchester Aaron.
Manchester Aaron. That's my name on YouTube now, Manchester Aaron.
We're just asking Aaron how Manchester United were doing, and we got the penalty given towards us. Obviously, not the way we want to go about winning an FA Cup by any means.
Listen, lad, game is game.
Game is the game, unfortunately, and I don't. Like I say, I do think this will fire City up a bit more, but it definitely needs to fire United up. We cannot sit back and rest on our laurels now. It's absolutely crucial, I think, for the game to get into half-time level.
Stay. Pop figures are falling over.
I was like, what is going on back there? I thought it was like a GoPro or something back there. Yeah, absolutely vital that Manchester United managed to hold on to this draw till half time, and obviously we have to expect City will come back here. Nice throw in there, but Manchester United bit shaky defensively there. Don't want to see that. De Gea's pass intercepted. God, I can't speak. City come again. It's Bernardo Silva. Gives that wide.
Stone's first time ball.
Corner. A corner for Manchester City. City from corners as well are a problem. They've got a lot of height in that Manchester City team. Looks like Haaland, Rodri, Diaz, Stones, Akanji. There is a lot of size in that box, and we're hoping the matchups are gotten right.
We'll get another look and hopefully a closer look at half time at that penalty incident, and just see how it didn't look like a penalty now.
No, like we call a spade here, lads. It did not look like a penalty. Don't dive in.
De Bruyne ball in.
Oh, what a header! I thought he headed that into his
I
own
thought he was
fucking
pulling
net.
in. De Bruyne with those outside the boot passes is fucking dangerous, man.
Yeah, Rashford trying to press there. City get the ball back, but Bernardo Silva on the halfway line. Oh, it's hard. It's hard to do this. It's hard to watch this game. But we go again. Or I say City go again.
And well, Akanji left side. The 1-2 with Grealish. Can City get their noses in front before the break? That was towards Haaland. Oh, Fred! Fred! Man, he got a bit lucky there, you know.
I might have to turn off live score notifications as well, actually. I haven't seen anything, but every time a notification is dropped down, it is making me a bit worried.
Getting a bit shaky now.
Don't show me anything I
Look
don't
at
want to
that
see.
for a ball by Walker.
Don't show me anything I don't want to see. I don't want to see anything.
Grealish into Gundogan. Oh, good ball. John Stones in behind, looking for the cut back. De Bruyne into the box.
Oh, that looked a bit of a shout.
I'm not sure. I think Fred's just got his body in between and he's done well. City are going to appeal for the penalty though.
Yeah, obviously. Are they saying review? Are they going to VAR? They don't look to be going
It's
to
hard
VAR.
to say. We don't have the
To be fair,
volume
Paul
up,
Tierney hit a whole 2 minutes before he went back to the Manchester United one.
That is true.
Fred in the corner. Just get it out, boys. Get it out. What are we doing?
Playing a rondo in the corner, man. What?
We are playing dangerous. I mean, if we've managed to get half out.
I think that tackle from Fred was okay. I don't think you got anything to worry about.
What are you doing, you fucking Danish?
The game's kind of passing Eriksen by a little bit at the minute, isn't it?
He does have those moments. It definitely does. And one complaint I do have about
United
Eriksen,
players hitting the deck, fucking left, right, centre.
there's a few challenges gone in there.
City
I don't know
players
who
are
that is
surrounding
down.
Paul Tierney now, by the way.
Casemiro is down. I don't really know what's happened there. We'll have a look at it here. It's the
Potential penalty. I don't think it is to be. Oh,
does stick a leg out though, but I think it's more the fact that does De Bruyne run into it or does Bruyne?
Yeah.
I
I think it'll be soft. I think it would be soft.
Yeah, but we have seen those given as well.
Yeah.
And I
It sounds very cliche, but like we have definitely seen them given.
yeah. Look, I think at the end of the day, like I don't blame City for appealing that because Paul Tierney literally went to VAR for that handball, which, as we've said, we didn't think it was a handball. So no harm in trying to put a bit of pressure on a lad who looks to be going to VAR. But anyway, I don't know where that sentence was going. It was a bit of a random one, bit of a waffle, but we move.
5 minutes to go till the break. I mean, what's
We're
happened?
getting
What's happened?
the laptop decided to do a madness.
Yeah, can you? Oh, if I click this, am I going to get hacked?
Erling Haaland here.
You'd absolutely take the draw going into the break, though.
Oh, absolutely. And I think it's vital, actually, we take the draw going into half-time. Big 45 minutes ahead of this club. We're just watching City passing around here as fucking content flies out.
Man, they're back.
They're fighting me.
They're back.
Loose pass there, intercepted by Rafael Varane. Eriksen takes it down. Out to Rashford. United looking to build something here. Nice interplay there. Rashford gets it to feet as he wanted this time. Casemiro gives him an option. Chooses not to go to him.
Oh, it's bounced back to Rashford. He might have won a corner. He has done.
Yeah. Good defending there on the ground from, I think it was Diaz, was it? Or
I think it was Ruben Diaz, yes. Yes, indeed. City have a corner. 4 minutes to go to the break. You'd imagine there'll be a decent chunk of out of time considering the pen as well.
I'd say, yeah, we're probably talking about, 4 minutes? Maybe,
Yeah, probably.
maybe 5. I mean, the way added time has gone in the last couple of years, no one really knows what warrants what, to be honest.
Yeah.
Corner for Manchester United here. Look at the City defenders back there. I mean, that's everyone back for City pretty much.
Corner comes in from Eriksen. Casemiro.
Flicked on! Oh, what a chance!
Varane.
It's just not the player you want in that position. It's an awkward one for Rafael
It is
Varane.
an awkward one.
He's tried to use the inside of his foot to place that.
Nobody's really followed Rafael Varane. He's got the right side of Bernardo Silva, the flick on from Casemiro, and the chance goes a begging. That was a real chance for Manchester United to get their noses in front here before the break. I still think even if you have a Marcus Rashford or someone in that kind of position, that's still a difficult chance.
Yeah, because the ball's up in the air, you're kind of half running onto it as well. You have to open your body up. It is very technically, it's a very awkward one to have, and there's not many players that are able to finish like that.
He's
very soft. I don't like Bernardo Silva for that kind of shite. Like, he does go down so fucking easily.
Shaw stayed down here. Maybe Bernardo has caught him on the way through there.
Oh, it does look does he have a bit of a swipe on him as he goes down?
Does he have a bit of a nibble, does he?
I think he might have, Now, I think it might be more unintentional. He's gone down. Oh, he does have a little bit of a kick at him there.
He does, I think he does.
That's naughty, man. There's been a couple of those now. Not just City, but Casemiro's had a little dig at there.
Yeah.
What the fuck is Grealish going on for, you stupid prick? You're not doing
Here's the
nothing.
fucking handball again.
Oh, man, that's so soft.
That's so soft.
So soft.
It's incredibly soft.
I think handball has gotten ridiculous now. Like, his arm is flailing across his body. He's not deliberately stuck his hand out. And how on earth they've deemed that's a deliberate attempt to make contact or something like that.
Like, they say natural position is, down by your side.
I think that's questionable nowadays.
But, like, if you're jumping, think about it, you're jumping like that. Wan-Bissaka just headed it back across, and it's hit his arm. Now, we talk about, remember the Champions League final in 2019? I think it was Liverpool-Tottenham one. There was a debatable handball in there after a couple of minutes. The Moussa Sissoko one, and Salah stuck away the penalty, and it's literally his hand was up like that by his out to his side, and Mane just flicked the ball up onto his hand, and that was given, and that kind of killed that game.
Yeah.
So I don't know what it is anymore, lad.
Look, handball, I think everyone has said it now. Like, it's become very complex from something that was just simple. It ball touches hand, no matter what position it's in, it's penalty. It's now been bigged up, and now no one really knows what it is. We're just waiting actually to see how many minutes are added on at the end of this first half. The first half, which regardless of the scoreline, you would say has been favoured towards Manchester City. They have slowed it down a bit, but definitely in terms of chance creation, chances in general, City are pretty much well ahead of Manchester United. Manchester United, other than the penalty and the Varane chance, that's the only two attempts they've had.
I think, in terms of general control of the game, City have definitely been on top. But United will absolutely take the fact that they're going into this still 1-1, particularly after how poor the start was.
Yeah. I was going to actually ask Aaron, half-time, or so we see 4 additional minutes here at the end of the first half. You're Ten Hag. Do you make any changes at half-time? Do you just tell the boys, go out and keep working away at it? What would you be thinking?
It's hard to know because, who do you have on the bench that could genuinely change things? Garnacho is definitely a bit of a wild card in that sense.
It's probably the best option we have.
Bring him on for Sancho, maybe.
Yeah, definitely.
He might give you a bit more directness.
Oh, I think that's exactly what he'll give us. I know Sancho is one of those players who does like to stop and then run at you.
Yeah.
You can kind of see that a bit more in him. Whereas Garnacho definitely is a direct runner with the ball. Kevin De Bruyne here just gliding past a couple of challenges. Doesn't able to get the box, cross into the box, excuse me. Manchester United playing out very compact here in the middle, and unsurprisingly it is turnover and a foul given.
I think so.
But do you think it's a foul?
Yeah, I think just about now. About.
Touch and go.
Sancho gets his body in between man and ball. Yeah. Gets bundled over.
Ten Hag wanting a bit of action for his side, as you would imagine. Potentially a card talked about.
Yes.
In terms of that, actually, like I think you can't really give a card for that challenge. Or there's been a lot worse challenges in this game so far, both from both sides, realistically. So I can't really see us giving one. Long ball
taken.
Rashford has managed to get that down brilliantly. Touches inside Jadon Sancho, and that's slow, what I mean, man.
It's too slow.
He slows up for no reason. He just needs to have a shot there or do something, lay it off. He's not confident shooting. He kills us sometimes the way he plays, man. When he's good, but sometimes when he's one-on-one, it's just...
When he's bad, he can be a little bit of a liability.
Fred trying to make something happen there. Never really going to get something there against... Just got pushed off there by
Walker. It's a bit of a mistake. Rashford's into the box. Oh, bit of panic in there, and Gundogan has ended up having to hook it clear.
What I will say is I'm happy with United because we're forcing City to make mistakes. There's a prime example of something that should have been dealt with, and we managed to turn that over. We have seen a couple of loose passes from City. We have stopped a couple of crosses, but you know for a fact that when City go on at half time, they're going to come out, and they're going to come out quick, and they're going to Jesus Christ, can't see. Going to come out a different animal in this game. So we just have to wait and see. That is a definite foul there from
Grealish pushed in the back.
Yeah, Grealish tries to take it quickly. Bit of afters. He tried to shake his hand, Marcus Rashford, and gets a bit of a shove for it.
Yeah.
And you wonder why Grealish is a cunt.
Yeah.
Anyway, boys, we will leave all that analysis for half time, which is approaching now. 1 more minute of additional time to go.
Man, the buffering is a bit shite on this stream. We might look at changing it at half time.
That's not bother.
But we're going to make it to half time, lads, without everything absolutely capitulating on us. Which at times it's looked a bit ropey, but if you are still tuning into the stream and enjoying yourself, slap a like on the video and subscribe if you're new.
Grealish down, unsurprisingly. Wan-Bissaka claims his innocent. We didn't really see what happened here. And it's the first yellow card for Aaron Wan-Bissaka.
I have to see that
Wow.
again.
Okay. So let's have a look at this.
Oh yeah, he's missed it.
Oh my God almighty.
So, for context, the ball is played out to Grealish. Wan-Bissaka's slid in. He's missed it completely, granted, but he's I'm thinking maybe his follow through back leg has caught Grealish. Hasn't even touched him, and Grealish has hit the deck. And Wan-Bissaka has got himself a yellow card. I like Grealish as I believe the first of the game.
I hate Grealish so fucking much, you wanker. If this goes in, I'm so vexed. Although probably justification for what happened earlier.
Look at us on this track.
Oh God, it's just that sums it up really. This will probably be the last action of the first half. Very decent crossing position for, you'd imagine it's KDB going to just swing it in towards that far post.
Yeah.
And I would imagine you'd see likes of a Kanji or Haaland on the end of this.
Yeah.
Well, it was a nice lead while it lasted, boys, or a nice level game as it lasted. As we wait to see, what the fuck was that routine?
De Bruyne should be De Gea's, easy for De Gea, and that'll
That
probably
is
be it.
surely going to be. Blow it up, ref. We need to see the end of this first half. He's letting it flow, but there is the whistle for half time. So controversial game so far. There's been a controversial yellow card, a controversial penalty, which has given Manchester United lead Ilkay Gundogan with a wonder strike 15 seconds in, and then of course Jack Grealish decides he wants to handle the ball. Not
Blatant handball, mate.
Disgusting play. To give Manchester United the lead, Bruno Fernandes from the penalty spot at the 33rd minute. As it stands, it is Manchester City 1, Manchester United 0.
1.
Sorry, you're alright. I'm just so used to saying United a goal down.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Silva pushing away his teammate, it's getting a bit feisty.
It is getting a bit feisty.
Getting a bit heated. City not having it. Well, they are having it a bit of their own way, but not as much as they would like. Aaron, first half thoughts. What are we thinking?
I think United should be very happy with what's happened here. I think obviously it's a very fortunate penalty. Let's be frank about it.
Yeah.
However, I think United have been fairly stable defensively, and I think if they were to go in 1-0 at half time, they probably couldn't argue it too much.
Yep.
But they're in 1-1. They have the bit of fortune in the sense that they get given that pen,
Yeah.
and it's just a case of, does Ten Hag make that change? I think it would be considered a bold change to take off Sancho and bring on Garnacho.
Probably definitely too early to be thinking about a change. From a United fans' perspective, very happy to be in at half-time 1-1.
Absolutely.
A very, very controversial circumstance. Of course, I will be the first to admit that.
Yeah.
It's been a bit of a scrappy game at times, bit of a couple of naughty digs.
Yeah.
Bit of foul play as well from no one in particular. But look, that's football. Paul Tierney probably hasn't had the best game so far in terms of officiating. But look, it's the FA Cup final. Happens to the best.
Big occasion.
Happens to the best of us. But yes, lads, half time. Manchester City 1, Manchester United 1. Anyone in the stream, let us know what your thoughts are at the first half.
If you want, just to kill the time at half time, you could drop us a question.
Yeah.
If you want, drop us a question, and
we will get into that.
we will get into the responses if we get any. That is, like I said, I don't ever really expect people to watch these. It's great that we have a couple of people in the stream at least, which is nice.
Thank you very
so
much,
you're very
boys.
welcome, lads, and lassies, if there's lassies there or other. So, you know what? You're all very welcome, and we appreciate you joining us here today. Let me see. I could put a thing up on my Instagram, give us some halftime questions. I doubt people will get back to us too quickly. But anyway, yeah, decent game of football. Decent game of ball has definitely the feel of a final. It's been a little bit cagey at times. There's not been an abundance of clear-cut opportunities, I feel like, but it definitely. Oh my god!
Oh, what?
Speed got attacked.
Oh my god! Look at his security guard there. I assume that's his security guard. He is fuck me.
So as I've just gone onto Twitter and seen that Speed got attacked at the fucking FA Cup final.
Wow. Now, obviously, lads, we're listening to this without sound, so it's a bit out of context at the minute, but it is basically.
You'd love to know what happened there.
Do you mind if I just
work
into
away,
this and we see does it give us any, because it might give us context.
So we're just watching Speed being attacked at Wembley right now. Oh my god, he got hit, did he?
Yeah, I think he tried to get smacked. He got pulled. That's crazy. I'd love to know the context behind that, though.
Do you know what I'd say that is? Speed has clearly been invited to the final.
Yeah.
Right? By whoever. I'd say he's there on a brand deal or something, I'd say.
Yeah.
Right? My voice is proper croaky all of a sudden. What the fuck? I've been sick for like a week and a half, so that's probably what's coming through. I'm doing a lot of talking. I'd say he's been invited there by someone for some form of brand deal.
Yeah, I'd say you're probably dead on there.
And amongst people that go to games regularly, that's not necessarily a good thing. Like, they don't like to see YouTubers / streamers or whoever be invited to these and ultimately take tickets off people who go to games week in, week out. And
exactly.
to a degree I can understand that, but I also, being a quote-unquote YouTuber myself, quote-unquote, you know, if I was offered tickets to the FA Cup final, am I going to say no?
Probably
no. I'm not. Like, let's be honest, and yous wouldn't either, so don't lie to yourselves.
Don't be lying to yourselves, you fool.
So,
yeah, fool.
No, I'm not saying that is the context, but that's my guess. But I could be very much wrong. We're just trying to get a fresh stream up because my god, that was fucking. The BBC iPlayer was not working for us, so we are trying.
We're searching for alternatives.
I know it's on ITV as well, so we might have a look at that.
That shake you look.
Perhaps.
Might actually be down. Could be down actually for half time either as well. Although it's ITV, so we don't really know. I haven't watched ITV in ages actually, now that you bring it up.
If I'm being perfectly honest, bro, I don't watch telly that much. Period.
Yeah, I feel like it's weird now. Well, it's not weird. It's just a transition where like TV is not really like a thing anymore. It's more like.
Oh, it's definitely a thing, but I feel like it's definitely older generations that watch it. Like you know, like your ma will watch a bit of Love Island.
Oh god, yeah, Love Island. Fucking.
We spoke about that beforehand. Grivac admitted to me beforehand that he watched the whole season of Love Island last year.
I think it was a whole season. No, maybe it wasn't last year. It was a couple of years ago. Myself and the girlfriend watched it. More her thing, but I won't lie because I'm not going to lie and say I was only watching it.
I didn't watch it. I didn't enjoy it at all.
No. I enjoyed the arguments in it.
Yeah, it's definitely
quite funny to watch.
It's definitely a bit of a switch your brain off and just kind of enjoy type thing, isn't it?
Exactly. Don't let logic go. Logic and reasoning just do not exist.
All form of logic and how humans interact with one another, it goes out the window.
It does indeed.
At that point, if we're being honest with ourselves.
God almighty.
What's a man got to do to find himself a stream, huh?
Amen. Huh? What's a dog's life? Shite now.
Oh, what a day! What a day! Apologies for a little bit of a lull as we are just looking to get ourselves a stream up for this.
Because we might have lost it. We might.
Have we lost it? Are we back?
I'll tell you now.
Oh, hang on. Looks like we're back.
I think we are. I think there's just a bit of a drop. Yeah, no, it's still.
We're still live.
We're still here.
Fucking hell, that was scary for a second.
I was a bit of a.
I got a notification there saying OBS disconnected. I was like, oh, what?
Not what you want to see.
Yeah, Nasty. I love Nasty's videos. I think he's
they're
brilliant.
quite entertaining. You see the one where he got like fucking Americans rattled?
Man,
That was so.
his
fun.
war with the Americans is like relentless at the
That's
minute.
so fun. You have to love him though for doing it.
You gotta do them like that.
He do have to do it, and he does them constantly because my God, they have no answer for that man.
If they really do fall for the bait.
They actually, yeah, that's the thing. They are so easy to rise by the looks of it. Like you just say something, and they something against what they said. Like you say flowers purple, and they say no, it's green.
Yeah, so true.
Fucking, I don't know.
That is very true.
You are gold. Always believe in your soul.
You got the power to know you're indestructible. Always believing you are go.
Beautiful.
You're welcome, lads. You're welcome. That's all.
What
I'll
else
say.
would you be wanting to do on your Saturday evening?
I nearly broke out to song in the first half, but I'm glad we waited till half time to get that in. Fuck me, it's incredibly difficult to find a stream right now, but we will get one back in the near future.
The near future. Sometime before the full time whistle.
Something. Oh,
my God, I'm fucking tired,
lads, it's
boys.
so fucking warm as well.
The heat is
Holy
really
fuck.
starting to take its toll.
Oh.
I don't know what that was. This is Jack's brain when he's gone sleepy.
Fucking sleepy, is right.
So, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, thanks.
Thank you for listening. We brought up the idea actually pre-kickoff of a live, because we have the live kind of set up here, which has been a bit ropey, but for the most part it's been alright. Alright. We brought up the idea of doing a live podcast, and to be fair, you probably could do it. My only worry would we get cancelled? Because you know yourself, mate, Shy Talk, me and you are different gravy.
Yeah, I feel like
For whatever reason, whenever we're recording a Shy Talk episode, we are just on a different level of unfiltered.
I feel like that is the only hiccup that could happen with a live podcast.
Yeah.
Is that
You could come out with something and then it's there forever, man.
because the podcast is a comfort zone for us to
Yeah, to be your natural weird self.
exactly. So yeah, could go a bit ropey.
But it's an idea.
It's an idea, and it's if one that takes off, we will absolutely do it.
I should say actually, if anyone watching this, anyone
sugar.
would want to be potential guests in the future, we are still looking for Shy Talk podcast guests. Certainly, we want to do a lot more podcasts over the summer. But who's to say, really?
The future is a mysterious,
The future is a cold mistress.
cold mistress. He says,
Don't even know what that means. What am I fucking talking about, man?
"You're chatting the good chat, lad. That's what you're doing."
Chatting absolute fucking raucous.
Chatting the good chat. As we say, I literally loaded the stream and then closed it the second it got loaded. That's
Nice.
That's good of me. There we go. We're back.
Second half started, yeah? Or?
I'll tell you now, actually. I'd imagine we're not too far away, not a million miles away. Because we probably finished the game, 10 to 5 to maybe? Probably 5 to more likely. No, wait. It would have been 10 to, wouldn't it? Because 4 minutes added on 45,
Yeah.
game kicked off at 3. So yeah, we're probably a few minutes away from coming back into the game. I'm just going to run to the Jacks.
Yes,
That's all right.
you do that. You do that,
I'll leave
sir.
live score open there just in case you need to see when we're back kicking off.
Yes, that's probably helpful.
Stupid question, probably shouldn't be saying this on the pod, but I can flush this toilet, yeah?
You can flush that toilet now.
Amen.
For context, lads, the essentially, the internet is fucking shit. Essentially, we had someone bringing our turf home that accidentally took out the pipe out the back of the shed about a year ago, and ever since it is not worked. But we did get that fixed, so fingers crossed it stays fixed and we can now flush the toilet. Why am I talking about my toilet on the live stream? That's because I'm currently trying to fill the gaps while we find a stream for the second half. And I think ITV is going to help us out. I think we have it here. And if the actual stream would stay on green, that would be super for my physical and mental health while we prepare to watch the second half. ITV is going to help us out, it seems, mate, which is a W. I'm going to open a window or two.
Yeah, Jesus.
Oh, my legs are so fucking stiff.
That man is, like I said, boys, that man is on the verge of cramp. My back is very stiff, actually. I'm getting a bit old. No, I'm joking. So, lads, here we are. I don't really know what's going on. Yeah, so we're just looking at the incident where Victor Lindelof got hit.
Oh, yes.
With I know we haven't seen exactly what happened as Manchester United come back out, but he did look a bit phased there, I can't lie. We don't know what he was hit with, but I imagine
Probably a coin or something.
yeah, a coin, maybe I was going to say a plastic cup, but realistically how much whip are you getting on the plastic cup? But we are waiting for Manchester City to come back here. Manchester United are out first, so we are just waiting to see City come out. City are actually in the tunnel. Pep is just shouting a few words. Rodri's trying to get them going here. So, boys, here we go. 45 minutes away. We will either see a City treble, or we will either see Jack Grealish likely tear the gaff up.
I love how we're just completely putting off the possibility of Inter winning the Champions League. If they win this, it's the treble.
It's the treble.
Unfortunately.
Look, lads, I'll be honest with you. I will back Inter, but I just, no more than the United, I just struggle to see how it's going to work to stop this City side. But United have got 45 minutes under the belt and they've done well. I think what we said here, Aaron, it's going to be likely a quick start from City.
You'd imagine they'll start the second like they started the first.
Yeah, there'll definitely be a very, very high press going on here, you imagine, from kickoff. Like of Haaland, and I would imagine Grealish will press quite quickly here off this kickoff. United are kicking off the second half here. We're just waiting for the whistle from the referee. Here we go. Come on, boys.
45 minutes for someone to find a potential winner. And obviously, it is a final, lads, so there is a possibility of extra time and penalties. So
we obviously, well, Aaron wants that, obviously, and I'd say a lot of people.
I think, yeah, from the neutral standpoint, I think you always want to see a bit of drama. Obviously, penalties is always a tough way to lose any sort of cup final.
Yeah, I really don't want to go to penalties. I wouldn't be 100% confident United going to penalties. I think that was a big
City aren't great at penalties though.
Are they not?
They're not.
You know, it's so funny. I don't.
Although
remember
this season
time.
with Haaland taking them now. But like everyone else, like Gundogan's missed a lot of penalties, Mahrez has missed a lot of penalties, De Bruyne has missed a lot of penalties. So it's hard to know.
Knight here just passing the ball around a bit. It's a little bit scrappy. Sancho
Nice
here has
turn.
turned very well. Jadon Sancho's on a bit of a
street
run.
quality, Sancho.
And he didn't really know what he wanted to do there. I think he wanted to pass that off. Why on earth? Sancho's basically dribbled outside the 6-yard box and just hasn't had a shot. I would have just hit it. Regardless if it comes off a City player, just have a pop. Not the best clearance there from Rafael Varane. Haaland now gets to get a run. Rafael Varane is manhandled to the ground after just blocking off the run. Is it a free? I don't think it is.
No, I think it's gone back to De Gea, so they're just saying, play on, lads.
Rafael Varane not really too phased about that. He'll be well used to that kind of contact in what is a star-studded Madrid career. Not a whole lot in that. I think it's just a tangle of legs, isn't it?
Nothing more, nothing less.
Exactly. De Gea going long for whatever reason that is.
Not confident.
No, not confident, and you don't really blame him. Fans, media, a lot of people, including myself, are on his case for playing out the back, so not really surprising. But yeah, I don't know if you've seen Aaron, but I don't think there are any changes to note. I'll actually tell you because I have live score open here, but I doubt there would be any changes across the board, and there are none. So it's as you were in the first 45 minutes.
Yeah, I would have found it hard to believe that they'd make a
that
change this early, especially when it is a stalemate at the minute.
Yeah, no need to go changing anything yet. I would love to hear the team talks from both managers, though. That would be something very interesting.
Yeah, I think Ten Hag's would have been a little bit more positive, perhaps.
Yeah.
Considering, I mean, United definitely look second best in this game, but it's hard to say.
I think the thing with United is that, obviously, there's a monumental job here to do. I think, regardless of what anyone said, I think City were the favourites in this game and probably still are the favourites in this game. So I think United...
Hang on. Are we still going?
Uh-oh.
That's not a great sign, that.
Oh, we're back?
Are we? That's the question.
Oh, God, no, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh, dear.
Well, all else fails, we can just say when we get it back up, oh no, I think actually, hang on, has
His internet just gone
the
completely.
internet just given up? I will look for a stream actually while...
Oh, God.
Oh, Neil.
This was bound to happen, wasn't it?
I mean, it happened in the World Cup one as well, didn't it? Where like the first, when we came back, it just kind of... it snooped. Fuck off, Lord, you bunch of fucks.
Oh, it's gone in the bin!
I have the game here anyway. It is it's not ITV, but you get the idea of what is going on just for the minute. The phone is probably not the best thing to be watching this game on at the minute.
There's your phone.
Yeah, my phone is wake up, ball pulled across. Jesus Christ! Wan-Bissaka, ice cold there. Gets out. Sancho slides along the ground just to try and get out from the box. Don't mind that.
Wait, hang on. It looks like we're still on, are we?
The phone is probably not the best thing. Oh, we are.
We are still on.
But OBS is just
OBS
decided.
is frozen.
Okay, well there we go.
Listen, I'm just going to keep going as if we're still on.
Yeah, let's keep going until that gives up the ghost. So lads, it is still woon here. Coming up to the 50-minute mark on our stream here. Of course, you might be a minute or two ahead, just with everything going on here at the minute. City at the minute, slowing it down a bit, trying to keep hold of the ball. Unsurprising, really. Well, a little bit surprising, but they definitely are playing a bit more attacking football than Manchester United, having a few more chances. Free kick here for Manchester City. Kevin De Bruyne has gone down. It's Fred who's got him in the corner here. It looks like Tierney wants to have a word with him. As we have a look at it here.
Apologise for my lack of commentary at the minute.
No, you go for it, lad.
I'm trying to get...
Fred's had an absolute mare there. He's just literally kicked De Bruyne. He's been sold with a dummy and kicked De Bruyne's knee. So De Bruyne will have a uncontested cross here, basically, which is not really ideal for Manchester United to be seeing. I'm actually scared because I think I just got a notification there. I didn't see anything on the screen, but my phone vibrated and nothing popped up. So, and
Time will tell on that.
We are
one.
looking at a free kick here for KBD.
KBD.
Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne.
KDB.
Oh, fuck off. Shit. I was like, no, I got it right, did I not? Okay.
Kevin Bruyne Day.
Kevin Bruyne Day. Alright, Kevin De Bruyne has to whip it in.
Edge of the box.
Edge of the box.
Oh, it's gone in! Gundogan again with an incredible volley. Another one.
Bro, David De Gea. No, he's got no... Oh, David De Gea, man.
Manchester City are in front again.
I knew that's what that was as well, the vibrate on the phone. That's
Oh my god, another goal. Incredible one from Gundogan. Let's just see.
Edge of the box.
Oh, it's gone in! Gundogan again with an incredible volley. Another one. Oh, lad.
Edge of the box, man. We don't defend at all. Like, that's
I mean,
so
even still, he's got a lot to do there.
He does.
What a goal. I mean, De Gea.
He's palmed it in, actually. De Gea's palmed it in, I think. Oh, fuck off.
Can De Gea do better with that? You'd argue probably yes.
Oh, just load, you pig.
Oh my god.
Oh, lad, that's so painful. Here it is. He's palmed it in.
Yeah, it's not
He's
great,
palmed it.
that.
He's
That's
palmed
not
it in.
great.
He's palmed it in.
That's not great, bruv. That is not good.
Oh, so just like in the first half, Manchester City, very, very hard goal to take that one now. I can't lie. That is a howler all over the place.
Man,
So
it's a good goal. Like, it is a good goal. Like, the pass from De Bruyne is excellent, and the fucking strike from Gundogan is unreal with his left foot as well. Man, if this is to be Ilkay Gundogan's last game for Man City, my God, he's
What a
going out with a
send-off.
fucking bang.
what a send off he's getting. So now he kicks us off underway with it all to do again. Stream quality on my phone is quite bad at the minute, so I can't really see what's going on. But it is Stefan Ortega with the clearance from Manchester City, as I think we've managed to get it back.
So just
on the main stream.
just to stress what's happening from a stream standpoint right now, OBS has frozen, but we appear to still be on.
Appear to still be on. Yes.
So I can't tell how good the internet is right now. I can't tell what point we are at in the stream. All I know is we're still going for the minute. All I see on my screen like a preview is just us frozen. And Jack looking a bit shocked at something. Fucking hell. So Ilkay Gundogan at the double, man. The fucking big man for the big occasion does it again. I have to say, he's probably the most clutch player City have in the squad.
Yeah. And I think if City, if we're being honest, it's nothing more than City deserve. Here's a bit of space though for Jadon Sancho. Wan-Bissaka, as he come back from offside position, he's gone down there. Very, very light.
Yeah, it's
no
too
appeal
weak.
for a penalty there at all. Understandably so. As I was saying, yeah, look, it's probably City's deserved. The way it's been scored, obviously, is very frustrating. Look, as you said, Aaron, KB, or not KB, fuck's sake, that was something.
KDB.
De Bruyne, not De Bruyne, fucking Gundogan. Jesus Christ, my brain is fried. Gundogan, obviously 2 stunning goals, and like you say, if this is his last appearance in English football, then he's going out with a bit of a bang. Obviously now 53 minutes in, not ideal, but look, if you're going to concede, I suppose the best time is to concede early. Bit of a poor clearance from Stefan Ortega there. The stream has frozen. Marcus Rashford looks to do something, doesn't break, falls out to Aaron Wan-Bissaka, looks to flick it in, but that's easily cleared. There is just no one in the box for Manchester United.
Managed to unfreeze this, by the way.
Oh, beautiful.
Now
There we go.
the internet's still a bit ropes.
But we're back in some shape or form. Look, it's just the halftime interval, boys. That's all it was.
That's, I mean,
We are back.
we're an hour and 47 into the stream.
Yeah, it's a long stream. The laptops are working overtime today, boys, and they're earning their money.
They're earning their money. I tell you, I need to get some fucking sick old internet installed out here, man. Because if I want to continue streaming, this ain't gonna be it.
This ain't the one. This
But,
is not the one. So yeah, here we are, 55 minutes in.
Maybe I'll plug this back in.
City moving the ball forwards. And City kind of going back into what they did when they had the lead, which is just now kind of to slow the game down, take a bit of sting in it. Lovely pass there from Rodri to pick out the player in space. He's given a free kick there. Now, I actually thought he won the ball.
It's Fred again.
It is Fred again.
Fred
It is
again.
Fred again. Now, I thought he won the ball. This is a very dangerous position to concede a free kick. John Stones going down. A bit of a lanky, awkward lad. But we'll have a look here. Oh, it's hard to tell. I don't think he does win the ball. I think he
Does
actually
catch him a
makes
wee
contact
Yeah.
with Stones' boot, and the boot of Stones has knocked the ball away. This is a dangerous position. Kevin De Bruyne hasn't really got a whole lot going on in terms of shots at goals and stuff like we usually see, but this is a chance. It looks like we're doing 3 in the wall, hopefully 3, because there's only 2 there at the line, so hopefully we're doing a 3rd in the wall, because De Bruyne might fancy this 2-1 up. Not a bad place to have a crack, and he is certainly the man who can hit them from this distance, as he takes a big sigh and we wait to see, but it looks like he's angling to whip this in. And again, you'd imagine it's back sticks.
De Bruyne, Stones headed it across. He wasn't really looking to go for goal there,
He
Stones.
actually, I think he definitely, like I say, it was going back across goal. Manchester United looked to break, doesn't go too far.
Back in by De Bruyne, deflected corner.
In.
Corner to City. Off Lindelof. City fans in full voice. City. Can fucking lip read them, man.
Yeah. I mean, they can't really say much else.
Well, my voice has actually gone pure croaky.
You were having a hard time during this stream. Your voice is being put through a bit of a ringer.
By De
Corner
Bruyne.
take in. This time we managed to deal with the corner. Kanji, or not Kanji, sorry, Kyle Walker will bring it out. You didn't even get me players wrong a lot now today. I'm just going to put it down to the lack of, or the sleepy head and display and the heat. So yeah.
And the stream is fucking ass as well.
We are really struggling to get a stream.
It's a stream that
consistent.
works.
Yeah.
Even if it's not the best quality, as long as it works.
Do we have a consistent one for the World Cup?
Yeah, I think it's because we were watching on RTE.
Oh yes, you're right.
I think we were watching on RTE.
My bad, man.
So we were.
There you go. Irish broadcasts and streaming services never let you down.
Casemiro finds himself on the right wing. That's a lovely ball inside.
Really good switch of play now. We need to take advantage of that. City dropping numbers back. Few in the box now. If we were going to get a cross in, it probably is now. Sancho on the edge of the box. Does not. I'm with it, man.
Not an awful lot has come off for Sancho.
Looks
today.
like he's got a bit of a nick.
City
now
are
we're
breaking
breaking
at pace.
here with lads on the ground committing themselves when we don't need to do that. But Gundogan has cut back on himself, so hopefully that gives us a chance to get a few numbers back as we watch Jack Grealish here. He just plays it backwards.
He does a lot of that.
He does.
But he does it well.
He does it well, and look, he's just a bit of a wanker.
Don't sit on the fence about it or anything now, though.
I'm biting my tongue on certain things I'd like to say, but because this is a live stream
And nothing can be cut.
Exactly, I am biting the tongue. I probably would say a bit more, but I don't want to. Because
Well, one back by hand.
what is he complaining about there?
Casemiro, was
Like he just nicked it off you. What are you complaining about? Wan-Bissaka stepped up there.
it? Gundogan, left wing, cuts it in, and it's a
Really
poor cross.
poor
Really
ball,
overhit it.
actually.
Haaland, the only one in the centre, and as superhuman as he can
I'm
be.
going to throw this out there to you, Aaron. If not for Gundogan's 2 wonder strikes, I don't see City and how they're scoring in this game.
They're not creating an awful. Look at that. Oh, he's kicked it into the ground a little bit, has he?
He has. Oh, David Boyle, please. I'll give him credit. There is a good few people in front of him.
I will say though, like you put Gundogan into a situation and you tell him this is life or death. More often than not, he's going to do the do for you. He's going to do the business.
He's going to do the do for you.
Well, one back in the middle by Fred.
Big switch on.
Bruno Fernandes. Oh, that's such a poor pass.
Bruno.
He knows it as well.
For a man who, I've seen a stat there, he is a player that makes the most goal chances or goal involvements in the Premier League or something like that. There's some stat about it. That is simply not good enough. And we are back to seeing grumpy Ten Hag.
He's got his grumpy face on again.
And you don't really blame him because his side haven't shown enough.
No, that's true.
This has been, like you said, I think we said, 2 attempts in the first half for Manchester United, if you count the penalty as an attempt. And unsurprisingly, we are seeing Garnacho, and you would have to imagine it is going to be Jadon Sancho who comes off, or Fred.
Yeah, my money's
Bruno.
on Sancho, especially considering it is a natural left winger. It's a like for like change right there.
Garnacho, I think, is a good player to bring on this situation because we are really, really struggling to get outball at the minute. And like you said earlier, Garnacho is a very direct player, and if nothing else, he could win us a couple of frees or something that maybe sees us in with half a chance of going. Some good interception there by Bruno, but no.
He got a nick on it and he just didn't get it on the other side. Disappointing there.
Disappointing is the exact word I would use.
Hour gone at Wembley. Man City 2, Man United 1.
Bit of a somber one. For myself now.
Man City half an hour away from completing the league and cup double with
a treble,
a Champions League final against Inter Milan, which they're very much fancy to win, coming up next week. I'm not sure if we'll do a stream for that. I'm not sure. Number one, will I be around to do that? I don't know.
I don't know, bro.
You can't do an Aaron Kelly stream without Aaron Kelly.
That's a fact now. I'm certainly not going to run a stream. Erling Haaland.
Oh, it's De Bruyne! Oh, it's saved by De Gea by his feet. If that was Haaland, I think on his left foot as well.
No,
it would have been a
you're right.
chance.
It was De Bruyne. Like I said, boy, I'm just getting my names all around. I might just stop saying names and just say the City player.
Stones
Great
lifts
ball
it in. It's over Grealish. De Bruyne is going to pick it up on the far side here, and
Pull
the flag
backward,
has
push.
gone. Push in. A flag has gone. The whistle's gone for a push in the back by Jack Grealish on Wan-Bissaka. Or on Varane, should I say. Look at me getting my names wrong now. There's definitely potential. We could do a live stream next week for that. If that's something people would like to see, you can let us know. I might do a little poll on Instagram later or tomorrow.
Christian Eriksen.
Eriksen's going off. To be fair, we did say Eriksen, the game's kind of passing him by a little bit.
I can see what Ten Hag's doing. So you imagine now he's going to put. Well, you imagine what's going to happen is Bruno's going to drop back into that midfield position. You're going to have
Garnacho, Sancho, Rashford.
Yeah, surely.
Yeah, I suppose he's just trying to... I mean, Eriksen has the potential to create stuff, but he's just not getting on the ball enough today.
Yeah, I think, like you said, the game is just passing Eriksen by. He's just not getting enough touches on the ball, not really doing a whole lot for us. And in a game where we need to score a goal, we need a bit more. And we are getting a very exciting young attacking player on the field. So we will keep our fingers crossed.
You know, we were joking about the stream crashing and stuff earlier on. It never once has fully crashed yet.
No, and that is
touching the wood right now.
That is something we have to take.
Our context could be considered a bit weird. Touching that wood, not
touching the wood.
You know.
Aaron has a howler.
Aaron has had a stinker there. But when we did the World Cup stream, we actually ended up having to break it up into two streams because it crashed at half time. And we're managing so far. We are approaching 2 hours since we went live.
That's good going when you think about it now as well.
That's good going considering the internet has been a little bit ropes at times.
Yeah.
But if you guys are enjoying the stream, make sure you slap a like on the video. Like I say, subscribe if you haven't to me and him and our podcast channel, and follow us on Spotify as John Stones decides he's going to have a shot from 30 yards.
John Stones strike.
And absolutely roofs it over the bar. If I got like a decent internet installed out here, this is definitely something I'd like to do, like a weekly thing. The Verdict might even become like a live series.
Yeah, that'd be excellent actually. Or what would you do? Would you do?
You could do the boxes live and have like people giving their suggestions in the comments.
Yeah, live updates.
Yeah,
bit of like a Soccer Saturday.
Yeah, Soccer Saturday.
Verdict.
You know, Soccer Saturday. You're not going to want to watch that anymore. Jeff is gone, so.
But very sad, by the way, to
very
see Jeff Sterling go.
Yeah, it's
what a career though.
Yeah, he made it what it was. Soccer AM is gone now as well.
Heard that. I mean, iconic for the shooting challenges, obviously, and the other things. But other than that, I don't really know a whole lot about Soccer AM.
Yeah, it was. I watched a lot of it back in the day when I was younger. Haven't really tuned it just because we were talking about television moving on and entertainment, moving on. I don't think I've sat down to watch Soccer AM properly in a couple of years now, to be fair.
Yeah.
But, you still see the clips online on Twitter and Instagram and TikTok
places,
especially now these days. But I feel like that's probably the reason why they've stopped it. I don't think the interest is there anymore for people. And people are just kind of moved on from it.
Yeah.
As sad as it is, but it's what happens, unfortunately.
Yeah. I feel like the convenience now of having like streaming services to give you your shows and stuff like that does take away from it. Lovely footwork there, but Fred has done very well.
Kids want to watch YouTube and stuff nowadays,
They do, and I think it is such a huge thing now. YouTube,
TikTok, Twitch,
Yeah, Jack Grealish there with another foul. I argue Jack Grealish should be on a booking.
Perhaps,
by now. But look, I don't know. Long ball played forward to Marcus Rashford. It's surely going to go through to Ortega.
Jeez, he really waited for it, didn't he?
He did. I'm very surprised he didn't try and stick a boot out and just try and bring it back towards him, although he would have been under extreme amount of pressure anyway.
What's going on with the cameraman?
He appears to have brought it back for something. I assume, is it being retaken for something? What is going on here now, lads? We don't really know. It's being retaken, I think, because the referee probably forgot to blow the whistle. So
Maybe that's why Ortega waited on it so much. See, we don't have our volume up, just so you guys can't hear on the stream.
yeah, so we're not obviously copywriting a
Yes.
stream, like
Yes. So,
particularly one from such a high
production
brow. Yeah,
standpoint.
exactly.
Yeah.
Don't really fancy that.
Don't want to get nicked.
Exactly.
Might still.
Unrelated chart. So yeah, anyway, here we go. Approaching 70th minute. The game is for a game that is only 3 goals in it. It has gone quite quick.
Yeah, it's kind of plateaued a little bit. Oh,
Have we massively jumped forward
big
here
jump
to
forward.
a Manchester City
It's the
opportunity?
same attack, I think, but Rashford has just chased
Good
Rodri
interception
back
there.
and won it back.
Here we go, Garnacho. This is what we want to see. Him being allowed to run, but he's just muscled off the ball really by Rodri. It's very good. Or Stones, sorry, should I say. Very good defensive work.
Good
there.
one.
Rodri looks a bit... don't know what the word is. He doesn't look 100% there, Rodri. It's
Fatigued.
taking a minute.
You'd imagine the game could go one of two ways now. It could start to plateau a little bit, or it could start to open up, which will cause more space and hence opportunities, you'd imagine.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, the thing is as well, like you say, things like fatigue now, like Pep Guardiola has some fantastic options on the bench. So you'd imagine even if City do start fatiguing, they will have that freshness to come in. Like you said, Phil Foden to come in will always...
Foden, Mahrez, Alvarez. He hasn't made any changes yet,
Yeah.
but
And
I'm sure he will.
Yeah, there's been no real need to make changes. Like I say, everything's really going City's way at the minute. Manchester United being restricted to either long balls or going one-on-one against defenders, and they're just not winning those one-on-ones, unfortunately.
Even De Bruyne there, he's making a few sloppy errors.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if other than Gundogan's goals, now maybe it is just a case that they have taken the foot off the pedal a bit because they have 2 goals already. But City are uncharacteristically making a lot of mistakes. I feel a lot of loose passes are going. Nice ball out here to Wan-Bissaka. He's trying to time his pass through. He should have released him there. He needed to release him earlier.
Another poor touch from Sancho there as well.
Gap was on. You got to play that gap. Oh, lads, I'm stressed. This is the most stressed I've ever been watching a stream. It's probably why I'm a bit quieter than I usually am.
I think Garnacho coming on, I don't see too many more opportunities for players to come in and make a difference. It's Rashford!
Oh, fuck! See, that's what I mean. We need to start, I think, taking those shots.
Taking shots?
Yeah, if we get a chance like that on the edge of the box, we got to take it.
They've got their second choice keeps in goal.
Yeah. I mean, look, it is very central, but I actually think Ortega there is looking a bit shaky. I don't think he gets that, you know.
I think if that's on target, the power alone takes
Off
that in.
under the crossbar, underside of the crossbar. Then that's what we want to see from Manchester United. A bit more positivity in their play.
Nice work from Wan-Bissaka initially there. Bruno
Yeah,
involved.
I think Wan-Bissaka's had a very good game so far. He's limited Grealish quite a lot. A questionable yellow card he's gotten, but he's done both good work offensively and defensively as well. So happy enough for Wan-Bissaka at the minute. So just coming towards the 70-minute mark, 20 minutes left.
Still no changes
in
from
the
Pep,
game.
which is interesting.
Yeah, no changes yet. I imagine you'd think 75th minute would probably see a single change, maybe. You'd imagine.
He's not going to want to change it up too much when they're in control.
No, obviously not. But I could see something like a Phil Foden coming on, say, for maybe Jackie Grealish, because he hasn't had his best game. See what I mean,
That was
though?
a good chance for Stones, and he's just overhit the pass. And a lot of them are overcooking passes like that.
A little bit of nerves from City as well, I can't lie. Paul Tierney there.
Yeah, he really did kick that into the ground, Gundogan, didn't he?
Maybe I'd say that's probably what causes the issues at all.
Liam Gallagher going absolutely.
Oh,
There's a scrap.
well, we hope that's family and not just some
Random kid that he's bullying.
He's just Anyway, we'll move past that incident of potential child abuse, and so yeah, City definitely are slowing it down. City do look a wee bit nervous, not fully nervous, but
it's just not as convincing as you'd
Yeah.
like, is it? From a City standpoint.
Now, a lot of people would have been a bit worried about this game coming into it. We are trying to give it a go. United are trying to give it a go, but City, I think we got to give praise to City and their defensiveness as well. Like they are working really well. They are limiting us to like long balls and shots and stuff like that. Varane has he been cooked? No, he's done well to deny, but it's broken back down here. Jack Grealish in the extra space. Is he offside? The flag is stayed down. Obviously, it won't be stayed down to the end.
Gundogan across. Oh, Jesus. Still there. Grealish across. Haaland! Saved by the head. Gundogan on the follow-up and he's buried it. But the flag is up for offside.
Yeah. I'd say it probably is for that Grealish one. He did look offside.
No, I think Gundogan's offside.
Oh, was he offside?
I think
thankfully.
so.
Let's have a look at it here.
Gundogan. You look at him. Look at Gundogan.
Oh, he's miles off, isn't he?
Off. Denied a hat-trick in the cup final.
What a game he's having, though. Give credit where credit is due to Gundogan. We often talk about De Bruyne so much in the Manchester City midfield and how he's been brilliant, but on a day where he, not saying he hasn't been good, but a day we haven't seen as much of him or said him as much as we usually do, Gundogan certainly has stood up to the challenge, and obviously Pep Guardiola.
Yeah, man, you just give him a big occasion and he thrives, doesn't he?
Bit of a poor touch there. Rashford will try and hunt that down from Walker. Walker, though, even after a poor touch, he has the pace to recover. That's very good defending. Kyle Walker, I have to say, has had quite a good season as well for Manchester City. You try and move it around here. Good touch, Garnacho.
It's Garnacho with the ball!
Fuck! Shit! That's what we want to see from him, though. That is what he does.
And that's lifted the United fans at Wembley.
We've got to start thinking about that a bit more. Now, obviously, City will cop on and try and delay that, but nice play here. Bit scrappy. Just great touch there.
He's
close.
He's just trying to bend it round John Stones there.
Nice little dummy run actually from Sancho as well.
Oh, do you know what? Ortega's not getting there either.
I'm telling you, man. That's what I'm telling you. We've got to test him more. He hasn't been tested. He's been getting away with one.
Garnacho there.
Come on, United.
Garnacho providing a little bit of what's the word?
Spark.
A bit of a spark, a bit of inspiration.
Yeah.
For Eric Ten Hag's Manchester United. 72.5 minutes on the clock.
Which is exactly what we need to do after City just got a goal ruled out. It'd be very easy for us to start playing a bit nervous. Surely offside there, Rashford. He definitely looks like he's come back from an offside position. Referee has played Sancho. On Bruno Fernandes.
In by Bruno. Again, it's into an aerial duel for Rashford, which he's never really going to win. Bruno has a shot and he wins a corner.
Oh, it's deflected, thank God.
I think it's come off a City man, and it is a corner for Manchester United. This is what we want to see. The second half's been a little bit boring.
Yeah.
Not going to lie to you. The Gundogan goal aside has been a little bit boring. Bit of action. Can United spark it into life in the last 15 minutes and get the equaliser to bring it to extra time? God, I hope so.
we really need it.
Bruno Fernandes with this corner.
And
it's a loopy one.
Going to be pulled back across.
So it's over for Rashford's left it. For Shaw. Fred. Lifts it in. Casemiro, and it's going to be hooked clear by Kevin De Bruyne in a bit of a panic, but United still have possession. They've got to keep the pressure on.
You can imagine the atmosphere now at Wembley is quite...
Yeah.
It's definitely going to be...
Like I said, we can't hear it because our volume is down, because we don't want to get nicked by the ITV.
Absolutely.
And shout out to ITV for the stream.
Thank you as always for providing excellent streams. A lovely ball to Marcus Rashford. Can he keep it in? He can. He's pressured. Hounded by Kyle Walker.
He needs a bit of help here.
You've got to keep the ball here. That's the main thing.
Casemiro is being pressed by Gundogan.
Edge it. That's it. Freddie, please, 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 Freddie, my boy, please. Oh, surely not.
Side rule pass to Sancho. Rashford.
It was going. It was the right idea.
And it might drop for Casemiro, blocked down by Grealish. But this is the first time, really, that we've seen a sustained period of the game where Manchester City have been under the cosh a little bit.
Yeah. And we need to, like you say, we need to keep putting this on. We can't give City any silly chances, half chances, none of that crack. We need to just keep at them. Keep on the fucking neck while we have it here. Garnacho, bit of space to run. Are we seeing City tire here a little bit? Lovely ball. Back to Garnacho. He has options here. He's got to pick the right one.
He's got to make room for the shot. It's always a little bit predictable when he looks like he's going to cut inside onto his left. Bruno flicks it over. Away by Akanji. Casemiro, is that in the back? Referee says no. Yes, he does say yes, in fact, on that one. And it's a free out to Manchester City and some much needed respite for them. And the stream is fucking buffering again.
So Garnacho again providing a bit of a spark for Manchester United, but I've got to say, I get you're there to score, lad, but you've maybe got to think about pulling that back. There's two lads in the box waiting for that from Alejandro Garnacho. We just maybe need to think about playing for the team but Garnacho certainly adding the fire when United needed it the most.
Okay, we're just going to get this stream back up, lads. Give us a fucking sec.
Give us a minute.
Give us a min.
Wow, there's a lot of people.
There we go. There you go. Oh, Jesus.
City are certainly filling out their end of the section, that's what I will say.
They are, in fairness, all they have done. I think it looks like a
For all
sold
the-
out
For
Wembley.
all the crack they get, a bit of a clash of legs there. Bruno Fernandes comes out the favourite. I do think that's a 50-50. I do think Silva is lucky. Not Silva, sorry. Bruno is lucky to get that. Alex Ferguson is not happy.
He's good. To be fair, I feel like Alex Ferguson just has a naturally grumpy face. Wout Weghorst!
Oh no.
Is this the moment that Wout Weghorst earns himself a lifetime contract at Manchester United? Weghorst is on with 12 minutes of normal time to play. He's come on for Jadon Sancho. In fairness,
probably the right choice?
he could get a lucky goal.
Yeah. I think with Weghorst, what we do is we now not just have only the option of trying to go in behind, we have an option of an aerial target in the box to try and what we do know about Weghorst is that, look at that, the press and the energy he does provide. Wan-Bissaka there, or Fred, sorry, has got a bit too close.
Wan-Bissaka's nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, but that is one thing I would say about Wan-Bissaka though, and he still shows flashes of it. Sometimes when he goes forward, he doesn't. Look at Jack. I fucking hate Jack Grealish.
Grealish is having to go with Casemiro because he kicked the ball at him while he's on the ground.
Good enough for him. Wanker.
So Fred's tripped him. He's gone and took one for the team there.
Yeah, you got.
And while he's on the ground, Casemiro's just booted the ball at Grealish's back.
You love to see that. Yeah, absolutely love to see that. Harmless enough, of course, but for a whinge bag like Grealish, it's not good. David Beckham's not happy. He's shaking his head. He's starting to think that maybe it is slipping away from Manchester United with only 12 minutes plus additional time to go.
At least now with Weghorst on, it gives you that central point, and to a degree, you could say the balls into the box might finally give you some fruit for your labour.
Yeah, I
so
agree
to
with you on
speak.
that. I do think we have been limited, like I said, to just shots. Now, obviously, we have got a bit better.
Foden is on. He must have come on when the stream went down there for a second.
So who did he come on for? That's what I want to know. He is going to be a dangerous player now to deal with. I would
Who
imagine.
did he come on for?
Do I see De Bruyne? I don't know if I see De Bruyne.
Oh,
what
what a touch.
pass.
Foden, is that a handball? They
No.
play on for the minute. Still Foden. Little dinky run into the box. Haaland's in the back. And it's going to come out for Bernardo Silva. It's right across the box.
My God, we are so
And
lucky.
sliding in was Manuel Akanji of all people.
So-
And he was a toenail length away
He's
from...
on side. That's a brilliant pass, and the touch is even better.
That's not... Well, wouldn't be a handball on Wan-Bissaka either.
But this here,
Foden is brilliant, man. And the fact that he doesn't even play week in, week out just tells you the quality that City have. Akanji.
Victor Lindelof, you are a lucky, lucky boy. I will tell you that for nothing, Victor Lindelof. You are a lucky, lucky boy.
Honestly, that's a rare chance for City in the last couple of minutes now.
Yeah. Like you say, Aaron, the game actually was dying out a bit. It definitely felt like before the Garnacho change. Has got a bit more lively now, and we're into the final 10 minutes. City fans in full voice, they think they are doing enough. And to be fair, apart from a couple of chances from Garnacho, United again haven't really had a whole lot in their favour today.
Yeah.
But we wait to see what happens. A lot can happen in football, and we still have 10 minutes.
I think you're right, man. I think De Bruyne has gone off, by
I
the
think
way.
it does look like De Bruyne has gone off now. Fred has been penalised here, I think, has he? He's been having a word with. I don't really know what's happened there. Was it a bit of a nick? It must have been a bit of a nick on it. With referees obviously seen something. Or is it Bernardo Silva? We don't really know. Stefan Ortega has got a yellow card for time wasting. It's probably arguably the most he's had to do in this game.
Probably.
With absolutely no offence to him, no shade intended, but like he hasn't had to do a whole much,
No.
and that's to City's credit.
To do with another free kick out wide here, though.
These are dangerous. These definitely could lead to a goal. I mean, look at the likes of the height in that box. Phil Foden
Takes it short to
takes
Bernardo.
short.
Foden
Bit
just
heavy, is
delayed
it?
it a little
Yeah,
bit, and
there you go.
Gundogan wasn't really on the same wavelength as him there.
Pep Guardiola in the childbirth position.
The
Waiting.
childbirth position.
That was the home childbirth position.
Oh Jesus! For context, as Guardiola was squatting down as Weghorst is caught
Waggy!
offside. Waggy. Weghorst caught offside there. Pep was just in a squat position on the sideline there. Scott McTominay is going to replace Victor Lindelof. It's an extra midfielder. You're sacrificing one of your defenders, and that is that all of United's changes?
That's 3, yeah. So
Right, can you make 5 now? I don't know.
make 5, I think, in English competitions now because of. Well,
I'm not sure.
I don't know. Scott McTominay, I don't know if he's the right man or going on, but I don't know.
I think you can make 5, but you have to make them in 3 different sittings or something
You're
like
right,
that.
actually, yeah, I think you're right. Look, Scott McTominay, he can have a moment, and look, if he does, I take it back.
Might open up for Haaland here.
Oh,
He skipped by 1. Oh, it's nasty deflection, and it could have gone anywhere. In the end, to United's credit, or to their relief,
Yeah,
it's gone out for a goal kick.
he's one of those players, Eric Haaland, where he hasn't really hasn't really got a whole lot to do. He hasn't really done a whole lot either, but just moments like that's a brilliant run, lovely little turn, and you know for a fact Varane is very lucky he's there because Haaland, if he's a bit close to that ball, he will knock that away, and he will probably get that in as.
Garnacho's been a lot. Oh, he's really put Walker under enough pressure to
Yeah.
force him into putting out for a throw in there.
I think there's going to be a lot of debate, and obviously I don't know what the situation is with injury and fitness wise, but there was people saying that Garnacho potentially should start the FA Cup final, and obviously he didn't. I think it probably sensible the way it was done from Ten Hag.
Yeah.
Sancho probably more up to speed with game time, although hadn't called a spade, probably didn't have his best game today.
No.
As we await the stream. This is the issue sometimes, boys. Sometimes it just does not go. We had a fairly good World Cup stream, and unfortunately this one we've had our share of technicalities, shall we say.
I think we all knew that was going to happen.
Yeah, sure. Look,
You just knew it was going to happen.
it's him again. I'll try and get one as well, just while you're looking yourself wide. Concerning me, I don't see a whole lot though.
It's not looking great at the minute, is it? Let me just refresh again there.
Actually, I'll tell you what I might do.
We were watching a perfectly legal stream, by the way, before anyone tries to nick us.
Yeah, we're literally, what was it, ITV we were on there?
Yes.
Yeah, so
But that's just a problem with our internet, lads.
we
And
just simply
We all know there's been many problems with our internet today.
Too many men. Why can't you load the content? What do you mean you can't load the content? I have internet.
I'm specifically asking you to load the content. You're not
quite
doing it.
literally am demanding it. You're a service provider, and you must do what I fucking tell you to.
If there's a goal during this period while I'm looking for a fucking thing, I'm going to be livid.
Yeah, I wouldn't be.
'Cause I feel like our internet has been shite whenever the fucking goals have gone in.
It has. It has let us down at times. But look, there's nothing we can do, Aaron, unfortunately. That is just the way it goes sometimes.
This is what you get for living in Bogland, Ireland.
Yes, it's worth it for the beautiful sights and the sounds. Amen.
I suppose. Yeah. it has its fun parts, you know.
Yeah, it has moments. So it's fun to find like a solid turf on the road every now and again.
So I might burn that later.
So that's a good piece of turf.
Might pick that up. Might steal that sod for later.
Yeah, sure. Look, careless individuals leave it lying around the place. I think I might have found one. Touch wood.
The amount of times we've said touch wood in this fucking stream is ridiculous because we're just in dire need.
Are struggling that little bit more. Fuck. Never mind.
Fuck.
Oh, you love to see it. Lads, obviously as well, feel free to let us know your thoughts and opinions at full time.
Feel free to let us know what the score is.
Yeah, we are desperately trying.
This is not looking good, mate.
I have it still as 2-1, 87 minutes gone. Wonder can I actually... Aaron has managed to get it. Thank God. I was literally in the process of trying to set up live score, but
down by Weghorst, Rashford. It's going to be hit by McTominay. Deflected.
Rashford has held short there.
Bruno Fernandes right side, faced up by Manuel Akanji.
Lost space there.
Back
Got
for
to get that
Fred.
in.
Back for Fred. It's Rashford. And it goes back to Shaw. Big switch.
Lord of mercy, that's a lot to ask for.
Bruno's done well to keep that in though. Looking to get a cross in of some description. Turning and twisting. Back in it goes. And it's hopelessly out for a goal kick. Grivash, by the way, your prediction right now is spot on.
Yeah.
Only just
Now,
caught
if
that.
I was being honest, the goal scorers aren't who I predicted.
No.
I would have said Erling Haaland to get one, and I probably would have said De Bruyne to get one.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's
That
a great
first goal.
Very good first goal. Bruno Fernandes penalty. A little bit of a shitty penalty. I don't really like that type of penalty. I don't think you're a massive fan of it either.
No.
Yeah. And then Gundogan again. Second goal.
It's good improvisation for the second goal, but I'm just looking at it. It bounces. He kicks it into the ground.
Yeah, it's not a clean.
Sometimes
strike.
that can make it a little tricky for a goalkeeper, but
It
at
can.
the same time, I'm like, damn.
I do think questions are. Oh, Stefan Ortega would have flicked up. I thought he was going to try and not claim that there. That was a bit of a weird one for Stefan Ortega. He hasn't looked too bad, to be fair, Ortega. When he's been called upon, he has been good. Breaks down there between Fred and Erling Haaland. Fred is playing very, very deep to the point where he looks almost like he's the new centre back, and McTominay has come into midfield.
Oh my god. For a second there, I thought the stream was gone again.
I think it's just catching up. De Bruyne with a no-look pass there, a bit saucy from a guy who is only sauce is known is for being a wanker. The stream now, it's just ITV is just not wanting us to view this game at all. Yeah, what can you say? What can you say, boys?
What can you say except you're welcome?
What is the injury time scenario? Because we have hit 90 minutes. We will tell you now. Ake has come on, lads, just in case you're wondering. Jack Grealish has just come off. That is literally what we've missed there.
He's not a great final for Jack Grealish.
No, I actually give a lot of that to Wan-Bissaka. He's done very well. Haven't really seen a whole lot of him. He's had a very good game.
There's Grealish going off now.
There you go, to the City fans. So yeah, we're approaching the final few minutes. Manchester United, it does not look like it's going to go their way. City,
We'll be interested to see how much added time there
I'd
is.
say I would probably get 3 or 4 minutes again. I don't really remember a whole lot of stoppages. Really poor clearance there from United, but we break there.
Bruno's
still
going
going
Bruno,
on.
play the game, man.
Wan-Bissaka there. He's gone back for the handball.
See, there was a potential there for a counter. I know Wan-Bissaka didn't end up getting it in the end, but like Bruno, potential counter-attack. Bruno runs to the referee going,
Yeah, see, this is the thing about Bruno. He is a bit of a whinger. Everyone knows it. It's probably one of the most frustrating attributes of a player.
because there's a real player in there.
Yeah, there's a man who can pass the ball and find those moments, as Ilkay Gundogan has been given man of the match. Unsurprisingly, really, he has been City's best player by, I'd say, a long shot.
Almost found Garnacho. United get a bit of a bounce of the ball
Puts it
across the
goal,
box.
nothing
And
doing them.
he's done well to keep it, hasn't
Yeah, that's the thing, man.
First time by Fred.
not really.
At least you've got Weghorst in there. That if
Well,
the
this
ball
is
does
the
come
thing.
in, there's an opportunity there for you.
City just get it out. Looks to come down to Phil Foden. It will.
Oh, what
What
touch.
a
Oh,
touch.
no, it actually wasn't as great as I thought it was, to be fair, but that was a tough old ball to pluck out of the sky. And that's late from Foden there on Shaw, and United have another opportunity. We have nearly played one of the additional 4 added minutes. You'd like to think United can create one more opportunity to try and save this and bring it to extra time, but on the basis of the rest of the game, it's not looked good, mate, has it?
No. Look, I think we have to call a spade a spade. Have United done enough to get themselves in the position to win the game? No. I actually think that Alejandro Garnacho, since coming on, has been United's best player. As Weghorst falls down there. It's all over the place.
It's off the line! Weghorst! It's off the fucking... It's up on top of the net! And they've got a corner!
Now,
There's McTominay with the initial...
Has he gone for a foul back on the keeper? I don't know what's going on. The keeper
I think he's given a corner.
This
So the ball
was-
gets swung in, but first time by Luke Shaw. First header comes in. It's actually a poor touch.
Yeah, Rashford
Varane
can't get
hits the bar, and then McTominay just can't get over it and put it into
is a
what would have
corner,
been an
you're
empty net, really.
It is.
And Manchester United do have a corner.
Yeah, he pointed to the corner in that replay there.
Yeah, corner to
He's
United.
waiting, I think, is there a sub going on? Is he checking something? We don't really know what's going on. I imagine it's just having a few words there with a couple of players.
Rodri and Diaz are having to be separated here.
Yeah, is that United's last chance of the game? We don't really know. Oh, for God's sake, lads, fucking take the content corner.
Bruno Fernandes to take. 92 minutes on the clock. Pep is down taking the knee.
To be good.
In by Bruno.
That's just not
away by Walker. Shaw keeps it alive. Does well to keep possession, Luke Shaw. Back for Garnacho.
Got to play that. He's gone back to Garnacho.
Gone to Garnacho. He's got that injection of pace, but the cross is too heavy.
He's got to make it.
Casemiro, he's got to keep it in, and he can. He can.
I think
City are going to try and run down the clock. A minute and a half to go at Wembley, and it's not looking good for Erik ten Hag and Manchester United. We're getting a better look at this chance now.
Stefan Ortega,
it's just
I have to say,
just
a
mess.
very lucky boy.
In the end, I think Rodri. See, that's hit the crossbar. I think Rodri beats McTominay to this. Yeah,
He does. Rodri, that's a brilliant bit of defense.
and then Ortega actually claws it over as well. But my God, that was a chance and a half for Scott McSauce.
Scott McSauce. Scotty McSauce.
Scott McSauce. I thought it was Weghorst at first, to be honest.
He was involved, I think, in the
He was in the scuffle.
But we come into the final minute, lads, and City now are just, like you said, trying to run down the clock. Unsurprisingly, United fans can't say anything about this, because if it was us, you were welcome. As a City fan, there goes for Fergie time.
It's not looking good, mate.
United fans applauding. I think they're just appreciating that United have kept their scoreline as respected as it has. Like we were saying there, Aaron, before the opportunity, I don't think United have done enough to win this final. City have kept them out, kept them to long balls and half chances. It just United. I think it just has not fallen for United, unfortunately. And City being the team that they are, unsurprisingly,
Fergie's asleep.
Fergie is asleep, and do you blame him? I'm just going to say, Aaron, I don't want to watch the trophy lift. If you want to watch it, that's fine, but I don't want to watch City lift the trophy and celebrate. If that's all right with yourself.
That's good, mate. Laporte is coming on for the last couple of seconds. He might not even get a minute.
I always think this is a bit of a disgrace when this happens. Not because of the time wasting, but it's a disgrace for the player who has to come on for that literally 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Not very nice for anyone to do.
You have people coming up to you afterwards being like, "Well done, mate. Well done." You're like,
Yeah, I played 2 seconds of the game.
I
Cheers,
played
lad.
the last second as a Man United fan there, looking just about as distraught. Ten Hag has his grumpy face on again. Pep eagerly anticipating the final whistle here. With that substitution and injury, will United be given a chance? Haaland is racing clear. He's got Varane for company, but he's going to take it into the corner. And usually when Erling Haaland takes it to the corner, he won't lose it. He's going to win a corner.
Oh, he's done very, very well there, Haaland, actually.
He's going to win a corner, and you're going to keep it down there for the foreseeable. Nearly 2.5 hours on the stream, lads. Thanks to those of you guys who have tuned in at different points in the stream. You are appreciated. Leave a like if you're still with us, and subscribe if you're new. We're into 95 minutes of 94 played. It is counting down to another trophy for Manchester City as Haaland wins another corner. It's not going to go, actually. United get it clear.
The referee, but it's a City ball, I think, at the end of the day, and that is surely going to be, as they say, that is that. Hard one to take, but as I said, the red half of Manchester just has not done enough in this one. Bruno sends it forwards. Still no full-time whistle. You imagine it's going to be only a matter of time. That's probably the last thing we needed to do.
And very calmly done by Walker just to nod that back to Ortega.
Yeah.
He'll take his time on this. There is the full-time whistle. Full-time at Wembley. Manchester City have done it. League and Cup double. And they are one game away from equaling one of the greatest achievements done by an English team, which was Manchester United in 1999 and the treble. Weghorst is down. He's about to cry, I think. He's not got his goal to save his contract. And Manchester City have won the FA Cup. not at their scintillating best, but two brilliant moments from Ilkay Gundogan ultimately wins the game. We look at the goal that United got, was that penalty from Bruno Fernandes. It was debatable at best.
I think that's the thing, though. That's something that I think we should say. Like, United's goal came from, an only opportunity in the game came from a handball that just wasn't handball.
Yeah.
And when you look at that and you ask, like you say to the side, how did they do in FA Cup final? Did you give a final performance? Manchester United simply did not. And I suppose you could argue that the goals from Gundogan probably did kill a bit of the momentum.
Yeah.
But unfortunately,
to be fair, De Gea didn't have too many brilliant saves to make either, but I do think City created still the lion's share of chances.
Oh, absolutely.
Probably, the better side on the day. And
definitely. And look, boys, I'll hold my hands up as a United fan. Obviously, the reason I'm not here right now is because I don't want to watch City lift the trophy. I don't really like watching some City celebrations, obviously. Wouldn't be my thing.
Makes sense.
But I would say as a United fan, it's not good enough from United. We did well to limit them.
To be fair, the stream is kind of going dead here now, so I'll probably turn this off. To be fair, if you want to come back on camera, you can do.
If that's alright. But yeah, I think what we did well was we isolated their key players, and the likes of Haaland didn't really have a whole lot.
De Bruyne didn't have his best game.
No, man-marked Jack Grealish didn't do a whole lot. So I don't think it's a case of like tactically we got it wrong. I just think two moments of brilliance from a player who maybe hasn't got the praise he deserves in a Manchester City shirt has now come up to the plate and said, "Look, this is my hour," and he has done, and he caps off and ends the English Premier League season, with a bang. And
if it is to be his last game for Manchester City, my God, you don't come up with too many better ways to do that. The one I can think of, obviously from a Chelsea standpoint, is the Didier Drogba one in 2012.
Wow.
When he left by winning us the Champions League. Ilkay Gundogan, again, that between that run-in towards the end of the season, he came up with so many clutch moments. Then he scored a double at Everton in a very crucial game, in the kind of turnaround where City were behind in the league title and kind of came back. And now this, like, two fantastic goals. Certainly the first one, what an unbelievable strike that was. And from a United perspective and from a David De Gea perspective on that second one, I think he'll be disappointed with that.
Yeah, I always said that I'm a big supporter of David De Gea. I'll fight for him to the bitter end because he's been a fantastic servant for Manchester United. But I don't think he covered himself in a whole lot of glory today.
He's definitely made worse mistakes in the last
absolutely.
month.
I just think he just did not fall for De Gea today. Now we've seen him go down with a bit of a knock. Whether that had too much of an effect on it, it's there to be debated. But like we said, I think the overall opinion is that United just haven't done enough on the day. City, the better side. City probably deserved to win the double and the cup, and that's all that can be said about it. A lot, I think, still to be done at Manchester United, but take nothing away from Ten Hag and the Manchester United side. Like, it is a hard one to take now, but when we look back on the season, I think we can say we overall we've had a relatively good season. A couple of bad moments here and there, and this is another one. But I think we have to try and look optimistically and remind ourselves that this is still a project we're trying to work on. This is still not the finished project, and hopefully in the next few seasons with a manager like Ten Hag behind us, we can steer the ship back on course.
Yeah, and that was the question I was going to ask. Like, obviously the season is now officially over for United. I think overall some sticky moments, particularly at the start of the season when you lost that game to Brentford, you hammered with Brentford and Brighton, for example, and two sides that did very well in the Premier League overall. But, there was some bad moments in there. We talked about the Europa League. But overall, when you look at the state United have been in over the last decade, and certainly where they were last season compared to where they are this season, third place finish in the Premier League, Champions League qualification secured, Carabao Cup win as well, their first trophy since Jose Mourinho's Europa League final win back in 2017 or something like that.
Yeah.
So that is obviously a big duck to break in that sense. And you have Champions League qualification and a cup. If you'd offered that to you at the start of the season,
Point your hand off.
You'd have taken it. I know it's a tough one to take now, considering you've just lost to your biggest rivals in a cup final, who are now probably inevitably going to go on and do the treble. Which we'll go on to City now. Are we looking at the best English team ever? Especially if they go on and win next Saturday in Istanbul.
So, I'm obviously very biased.
Look at the crest on his chest, lads.
Exactly. Look, I will be the first one to admit this is a phenomenal City team. They have dominated this season. You only need to look at the teams they've played and how well they've played against them. We said it already, but like Madrid, PSG, United, Arsenal, Liverpool, even they have dismantled teams at times in this season, and they just look unstoppable at the minute. Now, in terms of the greatest Premier League team of all time, I think there's definitely debate around it. I'm going to say I think they're in the discussion. I think they're on par with definitely some of the best teams in the division.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say they're the best team in the English division has ever seen, just because I hold that regard to one or two other clubs.
Yeah.
I would say, now this is going to sound, I'm not even...
So you put one or two other teams above this City team?
Oh, no, I put them on par.
On par,
maybe
okay.
just below.
Okay.
And the only reason I say that, as you have to remember, I'm a United fan, I'm going to really struggle to say they're the best team in the English division. If they go on to do the treble, definitely it's a valid argument.
Yeah.
But I hold that United team
99
in very high regard.
Yeah.
Now there's obviously argument there, but that's my 2 cents in it. I'm a United fan. I'll back United. I have no problem accepting that we lost an FA Cup when we were not the better side. I'm going to have a very hard time admitting they're the best team in the English division. But again, that's mainly down to bias.
Yeah. No, fair. And obviously the 99 United treble winning team, particularly impressive when you consider the time that they did it and the way that they built that team and gave Fergie the time to build the project, which inevitably ended up in doing what he did. It's incredible. It is incredible, and definitely that team, the Arsenal Invincible teams, but this Man City team, like you say, mate, is right up there with those kind of teams. Chelsea 04-05, I'm obviously going to throw them into the hat. I don't think they're the best team the English league has ever seen.
Exceptionally good though,
but still an exceptionally good team. That team, you could argue Liverpool's team in 2020, whenever they won the league, was very good as well.
Arsenal argue Invincibles.
That's it. Arsenal's Invincibles, obviously United 99, but the fact that, we can mention that this Man City team in that kind of bracket because Pep's come in and he's built this empire, and I know he's had the financial backing to do so, and that is always going to be the question that pops up at the end of it. And a lot of people will doubt, Pep. I see a lot of people doubting Pep on Twitter even still, that at Barcelona he had Messi, Xavi, Iniesta. At Bayern, it was Bayern in the Bundesliga.
Yeah.
He was always going to be successful there. And at City, with the funds they have and the players they have, even when he inherited, he's had it well. He's had it good. But I still think the way he sets up a team, the way he kind of integrates different players into different positions, John Stones playing in that kind of 6 role has been a revelation. I didn't think he had his best game today, admittedly. And that's the thing, City didn't have to be at their best, I don't think, today. And that's probably, from, I'd imagine, a United standpoint, the most the most annoying and frustrating thing about it.
Definitely. Exactly that. If City came today and played City football against that United team, we would have seen something we've seen at the Etihad, where we were just pulled apart for 90 odd minutes, and the scoreline could have been anything it wanted to be, anything City and Pep allowed it to be, with Champions League final obviously coming up to play. And I think it shows as well how strong the City side is. They did not need to be at their best. Like you said, a number of players played very average in comparison to what their standards are. So it's obviously a bit concerning for other teams looking on, saying they managed to still win an FA Cup comfortably. Now I know it's only against a Manchester United side or whatever the argument would be, but still not ideal for us watching on now from that. Yeah,
it hurts. But look, like you say, from a United perspective, you can see the vision there, and you can see that something is being built, and you go again next season.
We do.
What is the goal going to be next season? Do you reckon is top 4 again? Probably too early to say. title charge and doing Arsenal.
Oh yeah, I think we have to remind ourselves what we've just got a new manager, and it looks like we finally got a manager that suits us, suits the players, and suits the club.
Yeah.
Okay, that was a problem for a long time. We look like we finally got it right.
Yeah.
We're now looking to build the players because we're still looking to build the squad and build the players. I don't think we can say we're anywhere near a title charge next. Now, could we prove wrong? And
Look,
happily,
Arsenal did it this season.
Exactly.
I don't think a lot of people predicted that, so
exactly.
it
So
could happen.
happily could be proven wrong. But for me, next season, I said at the start of this season, the only thing I want from United is just to play decent football again. If we get a cup run, I'd be happy.
Yeah.
We've done that and more. Okay,
Yeah.
so next season, just to stand a bit more, Champions League football definitely has to be.
Definitely do well-ish in the Champions League as
Yeah.
well. Like, you can get to the quarterfinals of the Champions League.
Oh, yeah.
That's a big W.
So yeah, qualification, Champions League, do well in the Champions League,
Top 4.
top 4, and if we go on a bit of a cup run in domestically, I'll take that. Don't necessarily have to win it, but just give me an idea. Give the fans signs that look, we're still going in the right direction. We might not win a trophy at the end of the season, but
Yeah.
we're still hitting where we need to be. We're still in the right ballpark to be getting that.
Yeah, be able to see development, I think, is
Exactly.
definitely the key thing. So, yeah, I think we'll wrap it up there.
That sounds good.
2 hours and 40, and the stream did not crash. So it was looking a bit ropey at times.
There was
but,
a time there where I thought it was all over and we would have the business.
There was one point where that fucking right hand side screen on OBS just completely froze,
Yeah.
and I thought we were fucked.
It was
honestly.
a long day at one point, but anyway,
We have
managed
done
to get through it.
We have done it. We have got through. Commiserations to Manchester United. Congratulations to Manchester City, who will look to complete the treble this time next week as they face off against Inter Milan in Istanbul. Like I say, we may or may not do a live stream for that. We'll see how we're fixed. Like very, very stressful setting up all this, but now at least we have the setup done. It's just keeping the internet on side is the only issue with that. But yeah, like I say, lads, that is where we're going to wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for watching the stream with us here today. If you haven't already, leave a like, and if you can watch the stream back at any time if you want, and subscribe if you haven't already. And we will see you very, very soon for the next one. All right, take care. All the best.